and it's going to be uploaded to YouTube. However, you will get a link that takes you directly to this video, okay? It would not be seen publicly. Please do not share it because you paid for this. You ain't gonna hook nobody up because you gotta pay the spirits, and I'm teaching you straight spiritual work, okay? So out of respect of me and the spirits by which I am teaching this from, also I have permission by a couple of authors because I'm going to reference some of their work and stuff for you guys to do, okay?
Okay.
Because I like the way that they explained it. A little bit better than me. This is like 2.5 to 3 hour class. We will have breaks because I'm doing a lot of talking, and I've had quite a few drinks of Crown last night at the casino. So my voice is a little rough. If you are on the video, I would appreciate it if you would show your face. I don't like looking at a black screen, and I'm sure you guys don't want me looking. If you wouldn't be too happy if I had a black screen too, right? All right. So we are going to talk about some of everything today, and I'm not going to rush it. So if it go over, it just go over. But this is a wonderful video about teaching candles and the magic of it and the principles of it. The type of candles, how to actually dress the candle, the days of the week and the coordination, healing with color candles, also working by the clock. And I'm going to also try my best to teach you how to make stick candles. All right. And also go through some more things about candle working. So let's first start with the principle. Y'all know what the word principle means? Anybody know the word principle?
Okay. It's been a while.
Principles. What does principles mean? Angela, I would like to see your face, darling, not a black
can you see me?
I want to see faces, not black screens.
Okay, hold on 1 second. I'm trying to set up my iPad.
No, you're fine. And okay, that's what you're trying to do. Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, darling. Can I see your face, please? I'm just seeing the top of your head.
Can you see me?
Yes, I can see you, but I hear an echo on both sides.
Okay, let me turn my phone off.
And who is this? This iPhone 3 with these dreads, these blonde dreads. There you go. I need to see faces.
Okay, there.
Hello, Miss Duchess.
Hi, darling. Thank you.
Why is my iPad? Hold on 1 second.
All right, so everybody that comes in, we need to let them know we need to see faces. We don't want to see black screens, okay?
Can you see my face?
No.
Okay. Okay, there.
There you go. Wonderful. All right, can everybody see me good and everything?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, so everybody put their thing on mute. So, and unless I ask a question or you have a question for me, please feel free to ask me because that's the only way that this will actually work, okay? All right, so let's talk about candle burning principles first. So fire has been used since the day of the caveman. So in biblical times, oil lamps were used. Have y'all ever seen an oil lamp? Oil lamps were used because back then they did not have money because beeswax was very expensive back then. And they didn't have all these soy and different type of wax and stuff that you can buy now. They did not have that. So in biblical times, they used oil lamps. This practice literally still remains today. And a lot of old-timey workers, they actually prefer oil lamps instead of candles. Did y'all know that? And candles aren't even the original form of magic. It was just by fire, burning stuff. That's why you burn in cauldrons, herbs and things of that nature. You understand? If you have any questions, please stop me, because if you don't stop me, I will assume that you understand. All right? So candle burning itself has been around for a very long time. Candles that have been burned on birthday cakes. Yeah, I do know that that's a ritual too, right? Because what you're doing is, and a lot of people don't think that, but they're practicing witchcraft too. When you light that baby's birthday candle and you tell them to make a wish, what are you actually doing? You are actually conjuring an energy for that person on their birthday, including your children. And what do they tell you? Don't tell nobody. Because if you tell somebody, you are actually negating, because people could start speaking bad on your intentions, on you manifesting something. So a birthday candle, birthday cake, blowing out the candle on the cake, it is all a ritual. And where does the birthday candle sit inside of? A cake. A cake is symbolic for things being cooked together to bring about together, and it's sweet. So your literal cake is your offering to your work. I bet nobody's ever explained it quite that way before. So when Christians sit up and call us evil, you bitches is practicing at least once a year. Right? So that's just something to remember, and why birthday celebrations were so important, because that was a way that they knew for a fact that they could conjure in something for the new year. Because the new year is not January 1st. The new year is your birthday on when you were born. Did y'all know that too? Yeah. Because it's a celebration, it's a celebratory time of your Earth Day, when you were formed and you were born. That is really it. Isn't it awesome just to know this is how far this stuff goes back? Now, I could teach you this. Now I'm done. Now it's bullshit. I just taught you some shit right there. All right. So, candles, they burn on birthday cakes. They burn them in churches. The Catholic burn candles in churches all the time. Right? They burn because you pay it out of respect of the dead, and they're honoring the dead. Is that not witchcraft as well? I don't think we're so bad. Then you have, they light candles in our homes. They used to burn oil lamps in slavery to let the slaves know that this was a safe place for them to go to. This stuff is so significant, and it's way more significant than we ever thought or imagined. And if you are a practitioner, or even if you're not doing work for anybody else, you're doing it for yourself, folks have to understand the significance of it. Let's go deeper than that. And we still just talking about burning principles of a candle. We ain't even got into the nitty-gritty of it. Folks today burn candles in a home for a soothing feeling of the candle flame. You know, you light up those Glade candles. You light up those, I don't know the name of all those expensive ass candles, but you light them up, and in those aromatherapy candles, what is it supposed to do? It's supposed to give you a calming effect, a soothing effect. So why, when y'all burn the candles, why the fuck y'all so nervous? Why y'all feeding it that kind of energy? Do you understand what I'm saying? How y'all can totally miss the mark? And it's really as simple as taking your time, because you ain't thinking about that when you light that Glade candle, that little linen fresh you to put in your room and shit. You know what I'm talking about? Trying to make it smell good and shit when he come in there. So y'all conjure some fucking. Conjure some dick. I hope y'all ain't got me on speaker. I hope y'all kids and shit. Anyway, folks today, they burn candles in their homes for soothing feel of a candle flame. Maybe the flame reminds them of like love and romance. There's something quite spiritual about watching a flame of a candle sway and move. And if you haven't done that, you should be watching it. And you should also be whispering to that flame, telling it what you want it to do. I literally have the power to make, and some of you guys that are in my infinite energy class or infinite energy group, you literally see, because I'll show you how I can make the flame just follow me and fold. I can make it change shapes and forms because I have a relationship. That is what's missing, is that you don't have a relationship with your flames. You don't have a relationship with your candle work. You don't have that. But you need to have that so that this can work for you. A conjure worker knows the power of a flame. I know the power. I don't fear getting burned. I know the power that that flame possesses and what it means for my life and for the work that I'm doing for other people. One of the oldest methods of making candles is by dipping them. What did I say? One of the oldest methods of candles is by dipping them. I made my candles this way for years. In truth, the candles that you make yourself are really the best ones to use in your own work. This is why I found those fucking molds of those figure candles, and I started making my own figure candles instead of buying them out of the store, because it's a cheaper version of wax that they're using. It's a cheaper version. It burns too quick. Slow magic is always the best magic because that's what's going to stick. I'm doing hex work on a person right now. I'm going to burn that candle 3, 6, or 9 days. You should always burn your work. Never let your work just burn all the way out. You either choose, like if it's for love or hate, 9 days. Love or hate, 9 days. If it's for love work, you burn for 9 days. If it's for hexing work, you burn for 9 days. Because this is the stuff that we want to stick. The reason why a lot of times spells work really fast, they try to burn it all in 1 day. I mean, you get movement and, you know, like that, and then it doesn't last. So I'm giving you, y'all gonna get so many jewels that y'all gonna be able to go teach this shit yourself. And I'm like, if you don't put my name on, I'm gonna have a problem. I'm like, you learned it on your own?
I have a question.
Sure.
Okay, so when you said never let it burn out, are you saying just don't let it burn out that 1 day, like all day, stop the burn and then start it back to burn it over
right, because you really need to watch your work.
Gotcha. Okay.
Even if you're in there watching TV and you letting it burn for an hour or two, you know what I'm saying? You really need to watch your work. I'm giving y'all plenty of gems. This is the reason why your stuff don't work either, because you like the work, then you walk off. Or you like the work, you in another room. Or you like the work and you like, okay, it's done now, I'm finished. And then it's on the stove burning and you in the den watching TV. How do you know that when that dripping, which are called tears, the dripping on the side of a candle, they're called tears. What if, right? What if you could have stopped those tears? If you had been watching your work, then you might not have a big old puddle of wax and shit. Are you getting that? This makes you think, right? Like, it makes you reflect on really why your work is not working. It's the little stuff like that that will make or break a spell. You can have the best energy in the world, but you went in the living room and started watching TV. You left your work burning on the stove. When those drippings started to come, you could have came back over there and started talking to the flame. Okay, you getting nervous? Because you might be getting nervous. Let me readjust my energy. Even if that means snuffing out the candle. Let me show y'all what I mean by that. These don't cost that much. $7. If you are not one of those people that you can do this, and it, right? $7. Never blow your candles out. Never blow them out because you'll be blowing out your work. Let me also tell you a way to light your candles. This is for teaching purposes only. Always use matches. This is old. Yeah. This is old. Oh yeah, baby. Y'all gonna get y'all money work. Y'all gonna be able to tell people when y'all do a review for me, y'all missed out. Y'all missed out. Never use a lighter. Never use a this. Always use matches. That is old. That's it, baby. That's old hoodoo stuff. See, I teach old school style. I'm not into this new age and new wave stuff. This don't have no power in it. You want to know why candles are so important? That wood. That wood that it cut from is cut from a tree. That's powerful. Trees that have been, you know, hundreds of years. Trees are portals. Did y'all know that? Between this world and the next world because of the roots. Now, we talk about matches, right? If you are hexing somebody, causing death, whatever, ain't no judgment. Ain't no judgment. If you are hexing somebody, you will light the candles, and you will light the candles with the match. You will let the match stay there by the candle work. Remember how the candle was alive when you struck it. Makes sense, right? When you fan it out, that match is now dead. It's black. It's burnt. It's used. So even the energy of that match means something to that work. So what you gonna do with it? You put it right by your work because you want that shit to be dead. You want their ass to be fucked off. So if you're doing love work or money work, when you strike that match has now become your source of energy, right? Because that's what it is. You will light your work and then you will throw it away. It needs to stay away from the work because that work will die if you got those dead matches by. Do y'all get the concept of all of that? So what y'all learned already, and we've been doing this for I don't know how long, maybe 30 minutes. You done learn some shit to change your whole motherfucking game forever.
A lot.
Yeah. So this is why, and in the fuck part about it is, because my apprenticeship is so much and it's so much to learn, I won't even teach this in my apprenticeship. I don't have the time. You're talking about a year. That's why when I have classes, get in them. Because you'll see right now you'll fucking learn a lot. All right. Again, we just talking about the principles of candle burning. We haven't even got into the other stuff. So, like I said, dipping the candles. I used to make my candles that way for years, you know. In truth, like I told you before, making your own candles is the best one for your work. But if you prefer not your own, then find a good worker that make candles. I'm going to tell y'all this secret, and I really mean this. Don't ever buy candles out of botanical. Unless you're not going to use them the same day. What you mean by that, Duchess? It needs to be dipped in Florida water and let it air dry. Palo Santo, not sage, because I'm going to teach y'all this too. Sage does not cleanse energy. Yeah, I just blew your mind again. I already know. Sage does not cleanse energy. Sage is a Native American tool that they used to use to conjure spirits, to conjure energy. That's why you guys can sage shit and it won't move around. Because the energy that you try to sage away from is the energy that you have brought back into your area. So if arguing and fighting and shit, well, I'm gonna burn this sage because these motherfuckers in here and they tripping and shit. Do you see my energy when I'm saying that? And I'm burning that sage. So what energy am I conjuring? The same kind. So if your intent, if you are smart like they were, well, I want to conjure up money. So as I'm burning my sage, I ain't thinking about no negativity because it doesn't remove it, right? It conjures, it draws energy in. So as I'm burning the sage, I'm burning the sage to conjure money around me, to conjure financial stability around me. I'm conjuring growth. Y'all get it? Now, what does cleanse an area? My Florida water I make. Little plug. Look, let me throw my little plug in there, girl. Let me throw my little plug. And the sage mist even that I make, I put Palo Santo in there because Palo Santo, when you burn it, which is this cleanses, not sage. So I have my sage in there to conjure the energy that the Palo Santo represents. This is why it's powerful. But all these new wave folks, can you imagine me sitting up watching this shit? Watching them talk and they don't be knowing what the fuck. I be like, child. And then I say something and they be ready to argue with me and go back and forth. And you know, I'm fake. Bitch, I know more shit. I didn't taught y'all more shit in 34 minutes than ever watching them motherfuckers ever. And they don't even know what the fuck they talking about. Why? Because I ain't got a T-bone through my fucking nose and my hair ain't natural. Yeah, I wear lashes and weave. You goddamn right. In my red lipstick. Not against nobody that got natural hair, but that does not consist of power. What consists of power is studying, showing yourself approved, putting the work in, having a mentor. I don't give a fuck who you are. Even I have a mentor. Even I have a godparent. And I'm who I am. You need to be up under somebody's leadership always. You have to, because that way you can constantly learn. All right. So the reason why I say making your own candles is so important, because pour candles can be loaded with personal items, your petition, blood, little semen, fingernails, hair, a piece of a check, a piece of a lottery ticket. I'm just saying. That's why when I make my prosperity candles, it have all kind of stuff in there. Because I put them in there in the beginning before I make the candle. I load it up with stuff. The photo to burn to ash. Do you know I put burn money in my candles? We want it to work. We want it to work. We want to move it. I even put a page of the Bible in my candles. I burn it. I tear a page out. Psalms 8, 10, and 11. Powerful. Powerful. Powerful Psalms. Y'all want some money to move around? Get you a Bible that you could tear the pages out. People think, oh, that's like desecration. This ain't the fucking United States flag. And who gives a fuck about that too? Because every time I say tear some page out the Bible, people be like, girl. Do you know in burning pages out of the Bible, the words don't even burn all the way? That's how fucking strong the word is. The Bible ain't nothing but a big old spell book. And I got about several of them hoes with pages torn out of them. I'm giving y'all some good information. This is well worth it. I'm trying to make you powerful as fuck. Especially if y'all talking about y'all up under me. Talking that my mama that. Oh, okay. And you don't know shit. She ain't taught you shit. Now you'll never say that with me. You ain't gonna be one of my babies walking around this motherfucker talking about, yeah, because the power is in this. No, ma'am. My mama said the power ain't in this. My mama said the power is in matches. Matches? Oh, bitch, you ain't know nothing about that? Yeah. Let me stop. I'm gonna let you keep burning with your I'm gonna let you keep burning with your lighters and shit. Your big lighters that you lighten up your fucking cigarettes and blacks and shit with. Yeah, that shit don't work. It don't work. It don't work. Another way to build your candles up to, blow tobacco smoke in it. A cigar smoke. The ancestors love a sweet cigar smoke. Ooh, they love it. They love scents. That's why scented candles are so big, because they love scents. The spirits love scents. Does that make sense? Yeah. All right. So
Okay, I got another question for you.
Okay, go ahead, baby.
So, because I've been using those lighters, them big lighters to light like my 7-day candles. So, do you have a suggestion for me to use it like once the candle gets like all the way down here without me burning up or either
Because you've
flame going out?
Because you've already initially did what you needed to do with it. If you need to use this, it's fine.
Okay, so just
you've
the
already,
initial lighting of
you've
it.
already started the work with the matches.
Okay.
So I'm gonna show you real quick too, different colors of smut of candles.
Yeah, I saved the candle so we could talk about that.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to talk about all of it too.
Okay.
All right, so pretty much candles, shapes, sizes, it's up to you to decide which one is for you. But candles need a few things for it to be successful. You need the fire, of course, but you also need to pray your petition into the wax. You need to literally be praying, saying your scripture. This is technically how you dress a candle, y'all. I don't know what everybody, they think that there's some oil on it and some herbs. It's technically not what they mean. Okay? That's not what they mean. So let's talk about types of candles. I didn't bring any in here, so give me 1 second. No, ma'am, you will not. That is so ugly. She said, "Say that in." Boy, now. All right. Whew. Shit. There's a lot. All right. So we're going to talk about types of candles. There are so many fucking types of fucking candles. It's fucking crazy. But I'm going to teach you about it. All right. So these lovely things here. Do y'all know that most Santeria people that practice Santeria and Hispanic people are scared of figure candles? Did y'all know that? You want to know why they're so scared of figure candles? Because they consider them portals for the soul. They consider them portals. This is why figure candles work so well, because what? It's a portal. These candles are portals. See how y'all burning shit, don't even know why the fuck you burning it, don't understand the principle of why you burning it. You see why stuff like this is so important and why y'all need what? Teachers. You need a mentor. You need a godparent. See, back in my day, you call it a godmother. She's your godmother or your spiritual godmother or your spiritual godfather. Now, oh, you're an apprentice. And I try to stay with the terms because I was like, I don't like nobody trying to be my mom. Bitch, shut up. I'm trying to help you. So you can be powerful and shit and move some shit around in your motherfucking life. Because at the end of the day, this is why all this stuff was created. It's just like Candelo said the other day when I interviewed him. You can't be going to kick nobody ass now. Because if we would, all of us be some ass kicking motherfuckers. Because these hoes put you in jail. You can't do that. So what you do is you come to a bitch like me and tell me what they did to you, and I will fix them. So these things are created just for that. You can't go to no man saying, I'm going to love you, and if you don't beat me, I'm going to kidnap your motherfucking ass, and then you ain't going to have no choice. You can't do that, bitch. You're going to be in jail. And they're going to be trying to, contact me so I can bun you out. And depending on how much you bun, I don't know, because some of y'all be doing the most and be already have warrants and stuff, but they don't have nothing to do with me. I'm just saying. This is why the particular shape in the candle is very important and what is the significance of it, okay? So we're going to go through that. So a male candle, he represents a male target. You do red for love, black to cross, green to make him pay you your money back. I also make these in white. And when I make them in white, they could be for what? Anything. They're universal, okay? The female candle represents a female target. Red for love, black to cross that bitch up, being black to hex that hoe, and green is to make that bitch pay your money or pay you or you to get money, because you can also be your own target, okay? The lover's candle. This is a lover's candle. A lover's candle is red, and if you buy it in black, they think because it's like this and it's facing each other, that means it's just black domination love. No, it means to separate. So Eva Byrne is thinking that this means love, because it doesn't mean that in black. It means to separate. Now, they also have in black where they're faced away from each other, like back to back. That means the same thing. Also, when we're talking about skull candles, this is what a skull candle look like. They also have a different type of skull. Hold on. All right, so we're talking about skull candles.
I have a question.
Sure.
The female yellow candle, what does that represent?
That represents a road opening and also self-love as well.
Thank you.
You're very welcome, darling. Can you give me a water too? Thank you, baby. Oh, hungry. All right. So this is another little skull candle that I make. And this one is for reversal that I make as well. And I make them. You ain't never seen no candles look like that before, have you? Hell no, because I make my own shit. All right. So black is used to cross the enemy. Green is for love and money and prosperity. You know, red is for love. And I do have some purple ones too. I think I might be sold out. But I have some purple ones, and that's for mastery and power. If you want to master something and have power. And blue, I also have I think I have like a couple of blue skulls. That's also for healing. Why is skulls so significant? Why do you think people are afraid of skulls? Anybody?
Death? Have anything to do with death?
All right, Miss Natalia. Natalie. Damn, I don't know why I want her to be Natalia so bad.
That's okay. I just answer.
Thank you, baby. Thank you, baby.
But, you know, we've always been taught, you know, like she said, the skulls dealing with death, something evil. However, the skulls represent knowledge. That's where the knowledge is. So.
And it's also good for ancestry work.
Okay.
because it represents the ancestors. Protection as well. See, if they make you scared of it, you won't use it. You want some stuff to move around. If y'all notice in a lot of my spell work, I always use skulls because it conjures the energy of the ancestors. They also have a black cat candle. That's for gambling. I didn't bring one over here. When I went to Mama Star Cass's and Hoodoo Simoe's store in New Orleans, they had these. They pop-it doll candles. They have them in white, red, black. I took every fucking candle they had on that damn candle. I said, I want all of them. This one, wait a minute, Dutch. I have never seen no candles like these before. I want all of them. I bet them hoes won't have them. Bet them hoes won't have them. I'm gonna take all of them, taking them right back to Dallas. These candles, you put the name and date of birth on the target and you burn them on a flat rock. That's some hoodoo shit at its fucking finest. You burn that shit on a flat fucking rock. And then as it melts down around a rock, these are good for binding. Binding. You burn it down on the rock in the wax and you take you some black thread and you wrap it around. Put your petition on a flat rock. Put this on a flat rock. Like if you gonna hex a motherfucker, red for love, white for whatever. I prefer the black. Just fuck a motherfucker up. Stop fucking with me, bitch. I done told y'all. Y'all think motherfucking scared y'all or something because I ain't said nothing. Just let me get home. Don't let me get to the house.
Can I spell the name of them, please?
What?
The candle you had?
They just black. They call them black puppet candles, and it's something that they make. They make that exclusive at their store, you know. But I'm bringing them hoes to Dallas. I'm gonna bring some New Orleans to Dallas, so y'all can get some real shit. Cause all this other shit is just watered the fuck down. All the shit watered down. I can't fucking stand it. Now, have you ever seen a red devil candle before? No? Y'all ain't supposed to have it when I was walking. Lazaria! Lazaria? Did you just take a deep breath because I called your name? Go in there and give me a black, the one of devil. Do I have any devil candles on the shelf? Yeah, you can bring me that one. Anyway, while she's going to get it, red represents protection. I bet y'all wouldn't even think that the red represents protection with the devil candle, but it does. Yeah, you ain't know that, did you? Now, Natalia, you ain't know. It represents protection. It does not mean something like negative or bad. Thank you. Now, this candle here. They have one that's shaped like the devil with the little cute little devil ears, and then they have him. This is Baphomet. All right. So red is for protection when using Baphomet. And the Red Devil became famous, as we well known, as the Red Devil lie can. You know what I'm saying? Because the Red Devil can lie. The Red Devil lie, burying this on the corners of your home when the devil is facing outward will protect your home too. It will protect your house. If you burn a red one of these and take the candle pieces after it's burned all the way down and put them in the four corners of your house. When I tell y'all I have so much motherfucking shit in my house, you can't even come in my house. If your heart ain't right, you can't come in there. And if you come in there, you ain't gonna be able to stay. They also sell these in green. It's burned and it will help you to collect money that's owed on you on a debt. It could also be, you could burn it, look, for gambling. The triangle candle, where you seen the ones they shape like a triangle. Have y'all seen that? If you haven't, be honest.
No, I haven't.
I feel like I'm doing sit-ups. This is a triangle candle. And they come in different colors and stuff too. The shape of the candle holds power. What do you think, other than the circle, or why do you think the circle and triangles work so well together? It shapes. You don't know? All right, I'm gonna tell you. So the circle is a complete circle. It's a protection. There's no break in it. There's not one side that's bigger than the other side. It's even. It's a circle. You can put stuff in it and you can put stuff out of it, but you can't put nothing in between it. Okay? So the shape of the triangle holds power. Why? Why does the shape of the triangle hold power? Why is this so important to our work? Anybody want
Connection points.
There you go. So you have your circle and you have your connection points. What does that equal? What is a famous circle with the star in it?
Pentagram.
Pentagram. Because it is a complete circle, it's a whole circle, and it has power points inside of it. My hex work, I actually draw a pentagram and I put everything in it. Okay? So any work done with this type of candle brings success. Green for money, orange for road opening, better business, success, purple for mastery, red for love, also wall of protection, and a hot foot. You can put a person's name on a red one like this and make their ass skedaddle. Big time. Yeah. And then you have like the big pyramid candles, the real big pyramid. They shape like pyramids. That candle holds great power because of the pyramids in the Bible, and also it's green for money. Orange is for road opening, business, purple for mastery. Same thing applies, right? Then you have the, I thought I had one. Lazaria? I bet she'll be like, Mama, goddamn. I'm gonna talk about the 7 knob candles. Y'all know what 7 knob candles are? Maybe a knob candle. I thought I had one in here. I think maybe I just want to call your name. Sorry, darling. These are a 7 knob candle. Why is this knob candle so important? Anybody? Because it helps to slow your work down. Remember what I said? Slow work is always the best work. So you can enchant your candle, speak your petition over it, burn it, put it all over it, right? You burn it one day at a time. One day at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One day at a time. Now it ain't 3, 6, and 9 that I do, but you get the gist of it not being fast. White for healing, black for crossing or reversal, green for money conjure, and red is for love conjure. So if I want a man, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna put some of my spit on it. Yeah, I said spit. I'm putting some of my spit on it. I'm gonna carve his name in it, and I'm gonna burn it on him for 7 days. That's all I'm gonna fucking do. Y'all know y'all can kill a motherfucker with one white candle. Yeah, you can kill a motherfucker with one white candle. No, I would not tell that on this because y'all would never do that and be like, well, if you look at Duchess' video, she told, that'd be some shit I had to tell you in your face. But you can do that with one. You don't need a whole bunch of shit. One white candle. Like for real. All right. Then you have your other candles. You have, you have your 7-day. You have your double action stuff. You have your triple action stuff that comes in the different colors. The road openers that come in different colors. They even have what they call like a Black Hawk candle. And this is really good when you're dealing with anything with law or the government. I don't have any of them in the store. I haven't made none in a while. But research Black Hawk candles. All right. So I told you guys I'm going to tell you how to make a can oil lamp. This is some of the strongest magic that you can ever do. This ain't no pretty, like, oh, it's not a figure candle and people think that they're the most powerful. No, I'm giving y'all some real game here. I'm going to tell you how to make a can oil lamp. My mama used to make these all the time. They would call them praying lamps. The Bible is actually really full of information about oil lamps. The Bible talks about oil lamps all the time. But a lot of people confuse the idea that they're talking about candles. I'm going to tell y'all what I'm talking about. In Matthew 5, verses 15, it said, neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on the stand and it gives light to everyone in the house. That's scripture. Out of Matthew. Bet you ain't never heard of it, have you? I could take a whole goddamn Bible and break it down by book and tell you the power that's in each one. I think I'm going to do a class on that. Like how to use the Bible. I'm going to break it down by the book on how to use the Bible to look at Natalie. She was like, she ain't told me none of this shit. She's sitting up here giving all this information. She ain't told me nothing. But I think I'm gonna do that because everybody thinks that Psalms and Proverbs, that ain't that. Yeah, y'all ain't even scratched the surface, honey.
I think that would be so good because I just had a conversation with my mom explaining to her that people take the Bible literally and that's not what it's for. And so as I'm growing in my path, I'm learning that it's so coded with other things on how things are supposed to be done and how you're supposed to do stuff. And then especially like when I got into my crystals, people are like, you can't do that. You shouldn't wear that. That's of the devil. But yet there are people in the Bible that had it in their armor.
And let me tell you the most powerful crystal you can ever have. A rock out your front yard.
Why you say that? Now, I've been digging them up out of my grandfather's yard since I was a child.
Let me tell you why. Our folks didn't have access to no motherfucking amethyst and bloodstones and green aventurines and jasper. We ain't had no money for that. So they go out to their front yard, pick up some gravel, cleansed them, enchanted them, and they became their stones.
So it's truly the intention that you're putting in and not exactly what
why do you think lodestones are the only stone that is used the most in hoodoo? Because it is the most, if you look up any stone in hoodoo that they talk about a lot, it's always going to be a lodestone. And they even break it down if it's a female lodestone or a male lodestone. Y'all want to know the difference in them? The females normally are bigger and they have more hair on them. And what I mean by that on the lodestone, it looks like dirt, but they call it hair. The cleaner they are, that's the male. The more hair that's on them is the female. Like I said back in Matthew 5:15, the verse will make you think that he's talking about a candle, but he's really talking about placing an oil lamp on the stand. Because at the time, like I said, if there were no candles. So the lamps from the Bible time were made out of clay. And they had 4 wicks in them. Let me say it again. The candles back in that time were actually made out of clay. And they put wicks in them. And they were nothing more than a clay bowl. And they used a little olive oil poured in it. And with a cotton wick on each side. That's how they burned it. That's like the original candle. It ain't all of this stuff. They didn't have access to it. They had to use what they had. And you know how they make the wicks? They used to take cotton pieces and braid them. Cotton pieces and braid them. That was the wick. And they stuck it inside the clay. They put olive oil on it so it could burn. Look at Angela. She like, girl, you just done did me in.
This is some amazing stuff. I am like so excited.
Yeah. And if you don't have any old cotton, guess what you can use? A sock, t-shirt, old cotton underwear. You can cut them up. You can braid it, or you can roll them up. So I'm going to tell y'all how to make one. And I want y'all to make it. Post a picture in for the energy, but do not describe or tell anybody what you just did. They're going to be like, what the fuck? So you're going to need a small can with a lid still attached. And you got to clean the can too. You need a small can with the lid attached. So get the can opener and do the can opener sideways where it doesn't create a circle on the inside where it'll fall through, but open up the can sideways where you can still stick it back on top of there. You know what I'm talking about, Angela? Because you're looking like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Go ahead. I can't nobody hear you talking, baby. You're on mute.
So you want us to cut the can in half? Like,
like this.
Okay.
And you know how like you can turn the can opener sideways, because if you put it right on there, it'll
Right.
cut the inside. But you're gonna turn it sideways so it'll cut around here.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. Or if you can like chicken broth, you know how chicken broth is clean? Or what you can do is you can use an ice pick and poke holes in the lid and pour all the chicken broth out of it. But the hole gotta be large enough for the wick to fit in. So that's the hard way around. So what I would say, yeah, that's the hard way around. But But that's how old school did it, though. You know, they ain't do shit easy. I used to be like, Mama, goddamn. I gotta damn near cut my finger off trying to do this shit. And she like, this work. That's what you supposed to do. I was like, okay. Do you see in the comparison of what I just gave y'all how easy work is now in comparison to how it used to be done old school way? All right. So what you're gonna do is once you have cut your lid off, right? After you take the top off, you can still poke holes in the lid because the wick has to come through. So what? Let me start over. So small can with the lid still attached. Clean the can as well. Use an ice pick, make a hole in the lid. I make mine inside of the lid so the teeth are on the outside of the opening. So, because that'll hold the wick. You know how like, turn it over, poke the hole where the ragged part be at the top. So you can put the wick can be placed through there. So make a large enough hole for the wick to fit through. Once you make the hole in the top of your lamp, then you need to dress the candle and bless the can. So we're going to make a home blessing lamp. That's what you're making, a home blessing lamp. So you're going to tear out Psalms 23. And you're going to write your petition across the Psalms. And you're going to take that and you're going to place it at the bottom of the lamp. And to this, you can add whatever roots or herbs that you wish to place in your lamp. Okay? You're then going to cover the ingredients with olive oil, the virgin olive oil that you get from the store. That sound just gave me life like a motherfucker. I feel like I can go on now. So you're going to cover the ingredients with olive oil. You're going to thread the wick into the top of the can and drop the rest in the lamp. Thread the wick into the top of the can and drop the rest in the lamp. And let the wick soak up the oil while you're praying your petition into the lamp. It may take a while for the wick to soak up the oil, but remember, this is taking time. It ain't gonna be, it's not fast. Then you'll press the top of the can down when the wick is soaked up enough oil, and then you're gonna light it. And like I said, you need the can, you need the passage from the Bible, any type of cotton wick, probably 2-inch by 8-inch strip of material. You can braid it. If you want to go get some wick from the store, you can do that too. And olive oil. And you can make these lamps for any type of conjure work that you may be doing. They burn well, they don't smell, and these little lamps are very powerful and they're very fun to make. Okay? What you think so far? Yes?
I'm gonna try make one tonight.
I think that'd be awesome.
Me too.
I think that'd be awesome. I think that'd be awesome. I love it. 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 You don't have to promise me that you won't ever. That song is like stuck in my head. It's by Bonnie James and Sunshine Avery. I'm like, when the last time that bitch recorded with anybody? But this how it look. You get it? So you have an idea, visual. All right. Yeah, I trust it out my book all the time. That's why I don't give a fuck about turning out the Bible. Besides. Y'all have any questions about anything so far? Feel free to ask. No? Yes? All right. So I'm going to talk about candle colors. So you probably already know, so I'm not going to just go too in depth in it, but I think that I should talk about it just due to the fact that that y'all might have questions. So yellow is another color that I don't really use because it's too light and it's airy. That's why I like yellow for like self-love and stuff like that. I've used it in the past, but just for stuff like that, you know. Yellow doesn't really pack the punch for any other type of work other than self-love because it 100% got to do with you. Red, you know, red is always a hot color. It really works for any type of work. What did I just say? Red works for what? Any type of work. Hate, love, money, prosperity, health, whatever. You want to know why? Because red is for attracting. It's for attraction. So it really doesn't matter what you use red for. If you don't have none but a red candle, you can still do some work with a red candle. It's strong, it's bold. The red is a very powerful color, and it represents the color of what? Blood. Think how you feel when you put on your little red dress. Right? You think you do. You're like, oh, shit. Or what about, yeah, red lipstick? You were like, girl, girl, they don't know nothing about it, girl. So red is essentially any color. It's almost like universal. It's almost universal like white, believe it or not. If it makes you feel bold, it makes you feel powerful, it makes you feel like you can achieve anything. So when you're working on folks, you need that same kind of power and that heat in your work. You can use a red candle. Orange is for anyone who knows how to mix colors. You know, yellow and red make orange. So for this reason, orange can be used in soft manner. Or I can use it to push a spell along. Now, that won't be the main candle that I use, but I might put that by that candle to kind of push, because red is the element, because of the red element in the orange, it also makes it a hot color. You know, like I said, it's good for pushing anything through. It's good for blockbuster work, compelling work, you know. Then you have green. Green is used for money. Also, you can use green to work with Saint Martha. Saint Martha. She's good for prosperity work and stuff. Saint Martha is. Blue. Blue, I like working with blue candles. They have a supple kind of power to them. They're used in drawing money too. I bet y'all didn't know that. Like for lawsuits and shit like that, arbitration, stuff like that. And of course, court case. When somebody owe you some fucking money, you can also anoint that candle with some court case oil or justice oil or something like that, and you can compel them to pay you. Then you have like the purple candle. That's like really good for like strength and power and to be bold. Really, believe it or not, you can't even burn a candle too often because that purple candle is very bold. It's very powerful. I know you wouldn't even think that. You would think, oh no, black is the most. It is. But a purple candle adding with your work, a purple candle adding with your hexing work or your love work or your financing work is really, really powerful. I wouldn't suggest doing it all the time. That's why I hate looking at people's videos and they have 13 fucking candles. Do y'all know that every flame represents a spirit or energy? Can you really handle all those candles and shit blowing at the same time. No, no, you can't. So when I see stuff like that, do y'all see why I just be like, bitch, the fuck are you doing? But you can't really tell everybody everything because they know it or they didn't read a book. I'm teaching you old style conjuring. That's what I'm teaching you. You have a question? You don't? Any thoughts? Anything? Okay. Then you have the black candle, of course. Purple is also good with domination. If y'all trying to control somebody or dominate something, purple candles do work. Not red, not black, purple. Why do you think that purple is such it's royalty, it's power? So think about it like that. I don't burn red candles on my husband. I burn purple. And have been doing it for almost a decade. Whenever he wants to be argumentative and he wants to talk too much, I give me a motherfucking purple candle. I put my motherfucking spit on it. I put his name on there and I tell him to shut up. I put that on the candle, and as the flame is burning, I put shut up. And then my husband don't want to argue no more. I be like, oh, but you trying to be all sweet. I'm just giving y'all a little bit, I hope this is worth it to you. I hope that this sacrifice that you guys did, I hope that because I always want to make sure that I'm giving you more than you paid for or more than you expected, because I want you to grow from this.
Question.
Yes, ma'am.
You said purple candle and rub your spit on it?
Mm-hmm.
And that's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, this is a secret. All of this stuff that they see people doing with all of this different stuff, now it's new age. I have to get that in your mind. That is not old style conjuring. It was very little products. You did not need a lot of stuff. I just told my class the most powerful ammonia that y'all can use is your fucking piss. You don't never have to go out and buy. Look at Kay, my pee. Yes, baby. She looking like, I'm supposed to do what with that? Put it in a fucking jar. That is the best for ammonia spells. It's your pee. That first morning pee. Look at her black cat. Yes. Is it a girl or boy?
Girl.
Watch a girl, because they be whole-ish. For my goddamn female cat Isis, every time that bitch blinked, she was pregnant. And on time she let me pet her when she was pregnant. That bitch be purring. I was like, oh, bitch, you done got out.
No. She already
You got to watch them. I remember she got out one time and we pulled up in the driveway and her and this big old ass cat looked like he clear. We pulled up and that light hit their ass in front of the garage. It was like if you've never seen a fucking cat, that was like if you've never seen a cat do that, I about fucking died. We pulled up, we were talking, it was like, I was like, did they just get kind of fucking? And that bitch is pregnant. I was so tired of her getting pregnant, I gave that bitch away. And I didn't even tell the people that I gave it to, watch it hoe, because she gonna be pregnant in a minute. Since I done gave that lady the cat, Isis done had 3 goddamn litters of kittens. And it's been like damn near like I was like, bitch, ain't nobody she like them chicks that feel like they always got to be having a baby. I can't have that kind of energy around me. I can't control you. Go on, Isis. Go be free, baby. Go be free somebody else. Then we talk about black. See, some people have like the fear of black. I think it's because out of all the books that claim that they're dangerous and it's only used for like evil, but that's not true. Black is a very good color to soak things up, to soak up bad energy, to soak up that for reversal work, uncrossing work. And they're fantastic when you send the devil running by putting some type of hexing oil or something. But black is also for protecting you. You can burn a black candle on yourself, put your name on it, you put protect me, and it will do spit. Yeah, I know I ain't using a lot of word all. I'm saying spit because that's what, when you're doing work for yourself, your spit, saliva, is the fucking most powerful thing that can come out of you because you're making it, you're salivating in your mouth. That's energy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then you have white. So old folks say that a black candle can harm you, but a white candle can kill you. Remember what I just said? That a white candle. So I've heard this more. They used to call them conjure doctors. I've heard this from more than one. White is the color, and it can be used for any type of work. Like in the 70s, they only had, believe it or not, white and black candles. They didn't have all the other colors. Like I never saw so many different multitude of colors of candles until I got older. I never saw that growing up. Never. Gray candles. I don't think I have. I know I got some gray candles in the bag. But gray candles. Have y'all seen a gray candle before?
No.
Yeah. Okay. They have them in taper. They have them in the 7-day. They have them in I've only seen them in taper in a 7-day. Yeah. But you don't ever hear anybody talking about gray candles. This has been a secret, but when I decided to teach this class, I was going to talk about gray candles. Gray candles are very powerful in the color because it represents both worlds.
Oh.
It represents our world and the spirit world. So gray is a mix between light and dark because it's a mix between white and black. So for this reason, they're powerful when you use them in reversal work, on crossing work, jinx removal, healing, cleansing, and then working with the divine, working with the spirit. You should really try a gray candle sometime. Like I said, I sell them. I sell them for like fucking 13, 14 bucks in my store. And I have to tell people, especially when they're trying to connect with their ancestors, these are the best candles to use. The best candles to use. Any questions? I know there's a lot of information, ain't it? It's a lot.
Okay, I have a question.
Sure.
Okay, so you said it's good for light or dark work and reversal, uncrossing, jinxing, and connecting with your ancestors.
Mm-hmm. They call it spirit. Old
Spirit?
school conjure don't call, they say ancestors, but old school conjure, they always say spirit a lot. Working with spirits.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to take a small break for about 5-10 minutes. I need to, because I've been talking a lot. But you guys are welcome to talk, but I'm just going to step away and use the restroom and stuff and all that good stuff too, okay? We're going to do this. Give me about like 10 minutes, okay? All right.
Have you ladies seen Duchess's video on the candle magic in YouTube?
Yes.
I haven't, but I want to look at it now.
Yeah, she
It's
goes
good.
really in depth with the colors and like it's crazy. I've got so many notes from that video.
Yeah, I'll have to go back and reference that because I'm really into the candle magic. So that's what I'm kind of drawn to.
Okay.
So I'd like to go back and look at more things.
It's so funny because when I was a kid, I used to sit in my room and play with candles all the time, but I never really put anything together until she said it today. And I'm like, oh my goodness.
Well, my husband here is really afraid of like the house catching on fire. So I'm really like, when she said, oh, you can kind of snuff it out and then go back to it later is good because I'm like, okay, he'll ask before I go to bed, do you have anything burning upstairs? I'm like, no.
See, yeah, I kind of worry about that too because the apartment I live in now actually was just remodeled from a fire. So
Yeah.
what do we got
So
to
you
do?
do have to be careful. I mean, I'm glad snuffing it out is a good option because I'm really afraid to leave the candles here, especially like if I'm at work.
I'm like
Not
that.
only that,
I've gone to school a couple of times and I normally put them in a bowl of water, but I've come home and I'm like, oh my God, what if I get home and my house is on fire? Like, oh my God.
Right?
So
Yeah,
I
I've
try
had the
not
same
to.
thing. Freak out a little bit. But I love fire. Like when I was little, my mom used to call me the fire starter because I would set stuff on fire.
Yep.
I think my baby's like that. Like my 2-year-old, whenever I do like my offerings to my ancestors and stuff, like when I burn the money and stuff, he watches it and he's like, "Mommy, go, go, go!" And I'm like, "Oh my God."
Yeah. I love fire. But I guess I'm like a balance because I love fire and water. But the water is because I'm a Scorpio.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
I love water.
fire.
I can smell the rain right now, and I can't wait till it drops to go stand outside in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, go and get that cleanse on.
Right?
And when she was talking about the you can just get a simple rock from your backyard. I live in desert. My yard is like rockscaped. So it's
You
like,
know what?
okay, going out to
Sorry.
get that.
It's
Go
crazy
ahead.
because my oldest collects rocks, and I used to get mad at him, like, why do you have all these rocks? And I used to throw them away. And since now I'm on the path, I'm like, crap, I should have kept them. So now whenever he collects them, I'm like, okay, just put them over there and we'll clean them later. Like, they've been watching me a lot. So, like, I want to teach them when I learn, but, like, I'm going through some personal stuff right now, so I have to be careful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was the same way like your kids. Like I said, my grandfather always had these those big rocks in his backyard. It kind of looks like what is it, quartz crystals a little bit, but still looks like regular rocks in it. Yeah, so I've been digging those up my whole entire life, like to the point that I still have a secret hiding spot at his house. And I guess either he found them or maybe he didn't find them, but I still have my stash of the little rocks that I've been collecting since I was probably 6.
Oh, wow.
He has like a huge one on the side of our yard or the side of his yard. I love it. So like I'm really drawn to like crystals and stones and stuff like that. But it's funny how when you're younger, you don't know why you're attracted or drawn to certain stuff, and as you get older, you kind of learn the reasons why.
Being that you brought that up, that reminds me of when I was growing up in Bay Shore. We had like rocks in the back, and I used to always dig into them to find the pretty ones, and I used to keep them too. Never knowing what I was doing, but now it makes sense.
Yep.
Right.
I guess that's why it's called like a journey.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
See her, she just want love and attention.
Oh, look at that baby.
And that's another thing. My husband can't have a cat because he's allergic to cat dander.
Oh, wow.
So it's like we can only have a dog.
I have 3 black cats that every now and then they come in my yard. Like when I first moved into this house, my house was full. My yard was full of cats and stuff, and I got connected to this one gray cat who I was gonna try to keep when I moved, but my neighbor stole it, so whatever.
Oh wow.
But like every now and then, when I come home, there's like 3 black cats in my yard, and one of them I believe is like missing a paw or something because he kind of hops, and I feel so bad for him. Like I'm like, oh, you
Wow.
little baby. I love animals.
Yeah. I've got 2. I've got 2 cats and then 1 bearded dragon.
Oh wow.
Hi, April. If you can show your face, I would appreciate it, darling. I just had to step back, y'all, and kind of, replenish myself because y'all full in. Y'all like.
Understandable.
All right. So we have talked about the first half of this. We have talked about what? Who's been taking notes?
I have. I got like 4 pages over here.
Me too.
All right. So as I said, when this is over with, I'm going to upload it to YouTube, but I'm going to send you the YouTube link that only the people that paid for the class will be able to see it. It'll be like a private video or whatever, okay? So we've talked about candle burning principles. We've talked about the types of candles. We talked about, we also talked about how to make the lamp, or how to make the sticks as well. So now we're going to talk about how to dress a candle properly. Can y'all close my door? I'm sorry, babies. How to dress a candle properly. April, how are you doing, darling?
I'm doing good. How about y'all?
You must have got in the class last minute.
No, I ordered like 3 days ago, and for some reason, it didn't put it under my normal account. Like it was like I didn't have an account.
Because they just, when I went out, they told me, I was like, oh shit. So what shit?
It's recorded, so
All right. So we're going to talk about how to dress a candle. I was taught how to dress a candle the way it burns from the top to the bottom. So like if you want to bring something to you, and from the bottom to the top, if you want to remove something, away from you. But I know most folks don't dress candles like that. They do like from the medium, like this part up and then that part down. That's not how I do it. I don't do that. So like I said, I dress a candle from the top to the bottom. Very simple. If I want to bring something to me, and we're talking about these type of candles here, I would literally clean it. Do you see how I'm taking my time? Like I have oil on my hands, and I do cleanse a 7-day candle with olive oil. Like virgin olive oil, I clean it like that. And I just go down. Now, if I want to dress it because I want some shit to go away from me, then I start at the bottom. Same thing. Away. Like I said, but I haven't been, I see a lot of people that do it kind of different. And I guess whatever works for you, but I don't know. How I dress a candle is, if I make my own candles, like I don't dress them the same way. Because I put everything in it already. So my candles, if I make them, they don't individually have, these to be dressed because I've already put so much stuff in it already. If you don't have any oil or you don't have anything, then you can take a little bit of your pee, put it in your hands, and you're going to do the same thing, either bringing it to you or taking it away. A little bit of pee. Or if you like, I don't want to put my pee in my hand like that. I mean, child, it came from your fucking body, but whatever.
And pee is also sterile.
Yeah, very. So
We
I
drink.
know nasty ass people that drink that pee, but you know, that ain't my business. That ain't got nothing to do with me. That's not my business. I'm gonna let them do them. You can also use ammonia, just a little bit of ammonia and let it dry. Once the candle is dry, and this goes for if it's a figurine candle that we discussed, even if it's a figurine candle, you can still do it the same way. Just don't get the wick wet. What I say?
Don't get the wick wet.
Because people do that and it won't burn. So I see how the spirits will not let my work burn. This is nothing but the spirit. No, crazy. I said don't get the wick wet, and you got the wick wet, and that's why it won't burn, because it's wet. You got to wait till it dry. But you know, because everything is signed for them. Girl, let me tell you, when I tried to light my candle, bitch, it was sparking and shit. Yes, because you put your piss on top of it, and it's ammonia. Don't do that, y'all, please. I can't strip. All right. Now, dressing the candle. This is if you have like, especially if you have a figure candle or you have like just a regular taper candle, what you can do is you will carve your name in it, into the wax. Always use a nail. If you are using any type of figure candle, always use a what? A nail, a coffin nail if you can get it.
Where can you find coffin nails?
My store. But if you can't get to my store,
Amazon.
yeah, a coffin nail.
Okay.
Now, on Amazon, I don't know if they're real coffin nails,
That's why I haven't brought any there. I'm scared about that.
but I get my nails from New Orleans.
Duchess can mail them to you.
So, okay. You just call the store and you tell them that you want some coffin nails, and they $2 for $3. That ain't even that bad now, is it? But make sure you get more than that, because the shipping probably gonna be about 5 or 6. So you always, whenever you're doing work and you can carve the name into something, always use a what? A nail. The best nail to use is a coffin nail. Why is a coffin nail important? The spirits, the ancestors, they're deceased. That energy, we're conjuring. Everything we're doing is about conjuring in that energy. Natalie, why are you looking like that?
Oh, I'm
You,
taking notes.
you was looking like you had a shocked expression on your face, like, oh.
Oh, no. I'm into my notes. I'm sorry.
So then what you will do is you can take a little bit of any type of conjuring oil that you use. You would rub it in your hands very briskly while praying. So you would do it like this, like, because this causes friction and it also activates the oil. I bet y'all don't even do that either, do you? You gotta activate. You gotta activate. You're putting your energy into it. You're now activating. You're giving it heat. Heat makes everything work. My daughter used to be like, "What are you doing, Mama?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm activated." And whenever I get ready to do work, you'll see me do this. If I ever do like work in front of you, you'll see me do this, because now I am using my energy. I'm pulling it up. I'm using it. This is how we're activating. We're giving it life. Everybody put your pens down and do this so that you can see what I'm talking about. Now, I want you to take your hands and put them, not where they're touching, but very, very close. As close as you can without touching. What do you feel?
Heat.
That's your energy.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're raising your vibrations to start your work. Now you're giving it power to start your work. You put your hands where they almost touching, and you can feel the heat. You can feel the energy. You can feel your vibration that you have raised through your body. Now you start with touching your candles. Because now what you're doing, you're giving them your raised vibration. This is another reason why your stuff don't work. You haven't raised your vibrations. You haven't put your energy in these to make it manifest. It's a trip. Just these things, they make you different. They make you legit. and being some Connie scam artist is telling people you doing work for them and then this shit ain't gonna work. Well, I'm giving you the reason why your stuff really don't work. If you notice, I did a candle magic class, a video on YouTube a couple of years ago. I still didn't go into detail like I'm going now. And I gave a lot of fucking information in that video too.
Mm-hmm.
I associated it with the days of the week, the herbs, the oils. Like I did that, and I still didn't give you this information.
Yeah, I got 2 pages off of that one.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you one of those people that like to make your own stuff, everything I'm giving you in this video, you can do it now. And you can make some powerful shit. This is how I make all my stuff. That's why motherfuckers like, your stuff didn't work. Well, it had to be your fault because I'm telling you what I've done to activate all of this. This is why people like literally say, oh, your stuff work. I lit it. Yeah, because I actually do the work. I put the shit in there so it can't work. All you need is your faith. These candles here, tea lights, tea candles. I first started using tea lights and tea candles on top of my conjure jars. These are like $4 for 100. They ain't real, expensive. Because what if you can't get these? What if you can't get these? You go, well, I can't do it because I don't have that. Well, when I first started using conjure jars as much as I use them, especially if I want to burn something all day while I'm gone, some of y'all leave and shit, and y'all leaving y'all work unattended and shit like that. If you just want to burn a little work and make sure that it's safe and it's in a concealed where it ain't gonna burn up everything, these are the best ones to use. And it don't leave a mess. It don't leave a mess. And the tea light is a powerful light candle. And what makes it so powerful is that the tin heats up the work. The tin cup gets hot as the candle burns. So it adds heat to anything that is sitting on top of. You get it? Yeah. So I burn them on jars, my packets. I put these on top of mojo bags. When I'm activating my mojo bag or I want to cleanse my mojo bag, I set it on top of it. I use them in my triangle setup, for my cross setup, to empower my work. When we were talking about the points, we were talking about how the circle is the complete, and then the triangle, the pentagram. You put it in and it will activate the work. This heats up any work that you're doing. You can even sprinkle a little powder on them. And you can dress these too. Put just a little bit of oil, rub it around it. A little bit of herb, you can kind of rub it around. You can dress these too. They just like any other candle that you can use. And it's small, quick, ineffective. Ineffective. Any questions?
No.
What is the most powerful part of candle work? Or what is the most powerful thing that we add that makes our candles work so great?
Your intentions?
Yeah.
No. Keep on.
The fire.
Hmm?
I said the fire itself.
What about the fire?
Oh, wait. That is so much
Hmm?
I said that's what we would add to it is the fire.
Yeah, but what is the most powerful or empowers all the work with the fires?
It's one of the elements.
I want y'all to think deeper.
I mean, I know fire is transforming. So
Right. So the fire does what?
it transmute. Well, no, that's not the right word. I guess it transmits the intention to
But what are you using the fire to do that? You're using the fire to the paper. And the
How?
paper becomes ashes. And the ashes are the most powerful because that's where all your work went into. The ashes is what starts up your work. It activates those candles, the ashes, that fire, burning those ashes, burning those petitions, burning those scriptures, burning that prayer. Remember? That stuff become ashes, and the ash is the most powerful tool when using your candle work because that's the work. That candle is just a candle burning without your ashes put on it. That candle is just another candle burning. That's all your intent, all your manifestations in that work you just burned. That's where the true magic lies. Does that not make sense to you guys? So,
I have a quick question.
sure.
So after you're like, since the ashes are the most powerful, so is that where you can like, can you do other things with your ashes after that? After the
My
burn?
mother used to write she used to write Psalms 91. She did turn the Bible. She used to write it by hand. And she would take some olive oil, because remember, they didn't have all them different hoodoo oils and stuff like we have now. And she would write Psalms 91 out by hand, and then she would crisscross and put our names on top of Psalms 91 for school. And then she would burn it. And from those ashes, she would mix that olive oil with it. And that became her protection oil for her kids. I just gave y'all some free game. I hope y'all received it in y'all spirit. I just gave y'all some free game. So now for her, what she would do is she would anoint our heads with that oil and ash, our mouths with that oil and ash, our throats with that oil and ash, our stomach with that oil and ash, our feet with that oil and ash, at the bottom of our feet with that oil and ash. Why did she do that?
Protection?
Protection. What was she doing? She was covering my chakras.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty amazing stuff, ain't it? Look at April. You done been in here 30 minutes. You done already got some. You like, yes, okay, yes. So that's what she would do. Now, I don't burn the hair. I load into a candle because I was taught that not only is it bad luck, but it also causes headaches. Y'all ever heard that before too? My mother used to say if you got a headache, some bitches burning your hair. So remember your granny said when you comb your hair and you have her in that comb, she would take it out and roll it up and shit, and she wouldn't let nobody else have it. Because what was they doing? They was controlling you with your hair. Because of
Yeah, mine always taught me that if I ever got my hair cut, that I'm supposed to take my hair with me.
yeah, because you don't know what they're doing with it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what they're doing with it. People are very evil these days. Their intentions are very fucked up these days. I won't even take if I'm on my cycle, and if I have a tampon or a maxi pad, I always carry me a bag in my purse, and I put it back in my purse. I won't even flush my tampons, not at somebody else's house. I won't even, if I change my pad and I'm at your house, I will roll that bitch up. I got me a plastic bag and I'll put it in my purse. And if your nasty ass just so happen to be digging up my purse and you see a pad wrapped up, bitch, then that's what you get because your motherfucking ass shouldn't have been in my motherfucking purse anyway, bitch. And I hope it scared the shit out of you. And I hope I get some of my motherfucking blood on you, bitch. And all you smell is my goddamn period blood. I hope this. I'm sorry. I digress. Come back. I keep telling y'all, I ain't that light and love motherfucker that y'all think. I'm not, ain't shit about me light and love. Let me be real clear about that. One folk be like, light and love, I'm like, yeah, you too. So anyway, also, a good thing that you guys can burn with y'all petitions and in prayers, you can also burn money. The ash from money, I put burn money ashes on my shit all the time. Why do y'all think that they say it's so important to burn ancestor money? Because the energy off of ancestor money, the energy off that burned ash, if y'all don't learn nothing else, always keep your ashes. Always, always keep your ashes. I have a jar with nothing but burned money ashes in it. And when I'm doing money work, I might coat it all over the work. Like this pig, y'all ain't never gonna see a pig that look like this before. If y'all ain't got in on that work, you need to. It is going to be amazing. Y'all ain't never, y'all, I'm gonna show y'all how you cleanse it, how you put the work inside of the pig, how you work the pig on the outside. I'm gonna show you all of that. Y'all ain't never seen no work like that before. I'm not gonna even record it. If you in, you in. You get to see it, you get to see it. But I would not do that. You would not have where you can come back and watch it later. No, ma'am. You just missed a treat to see some real hoodoo conjuring work outside, on the ground, with the dirt and that pig and everything that I need and working it. See, we don't see stuff like that now. They see all this, when I light the candle in the flame. Girl, the magic is not in what? It's not in this. It's everything you do before it get to this. This is just a tool. But you got work to do before you light this motherfucker. You guys will be taught the real way. Not that old cake and cutter shit that you see. Yeah. All right. So I add like powder works really well. Burnt money for money works and stuff like that. Y'all remember the old saying, he or she has money to burn? That's where they come from. The ash off of burning money. Which I wouldn't even know that unless you know what I'm saying? A lot of these are old hoodoo sayings. She got money to burn. And whenever you're doing money work and you're using money ash, I always say, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Taking that ash, rubbing it on that candle. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Okay?
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
So, if we do money ash, you know how we made our money jars?
Mm-hmm.
So can we dress our, activate, like each day or whatever with the ashes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then you guys need to learn also that after you have coated it with everything, after you've coated the candle with everything, with all of your workings and stuff like that, you should always hold it close to your mouth and breathe in your petitions and your prayers. Okay? And I'm going to be real funny with y'all. I'm going to be real transparent and clear. I don't believe in Jesus as a point of he was a disciple and he was this, and I don't believe that. I believe that Jesus practiced witchcraft and he was a great conjurer himself. And if you want your work to be very powerful, have a picture of him. He could be the white or black Jesus. I don't give a fuck. Put it up under your work, right? Put it up under your work and light your candle. That's all you need them for. Y'all get it? That's all you need them for, is just for that. Y'all liking this? Y'all liking this so far?
Girl, I'm loving it.
It's funny that you say that you describe Jesus in that light, because that's kind of the same way that I see him too. It's like, I just think he was a regular person that knew how to use the elements. And, I mean, he turned water into wine. Like, he just wanted to turn up, you know? He wanted. So
I mean, listen, this is what I love about these type of things and discussions and stuff like that, because it allows us the opportunity to, so we not so crazy. I'm not the same type of conjurer that Jesus was, because if I was, could none of y'all afford me. This nigga had Lazarus stinking, dead. And Mary walked up to him and was crying, talking about Lazarus is dead. And he was like, why y'all crying? He just sleep. And went and put his hands on on Lazarus, and he came back to life. And you don't think that he wasn't a conjurer? You got me fucked up and everything and part up. I hear the son of man. You the daughter of man. Ain't y'all the daughter of God too? What it say? You got the same dominion as what he had? Why y'all not using it? Why you in doubt? You shouldn't be. Why you in doubt? You shouldn't be in doubt about nothing about you. Not nothing. I'm going to tell you guys too about reversal candles and uncrossing magic. I think that's a good, we already are into this 2 hours, and I still got so much. I still got so much to teach on this. I think I might do a part 2 to this class. I might do it next month, a part 2, because it's just so much and it's so little time. It's so much information that you can teach about candle work. You know what I'm saying? About real, honest candle work. Reversal candles and uncrossing candles. So, like, almost everybody in a period of time is going to have to deal with uncrossing some work. I do uncrossing work for myself once a month. I do it because I deal with so many outside people, and they don't like this, and they don't want me teaching it. So they'll try to do anything they can to kind of knock me down and take my credibility away. Ain't that what they do to everybody that be saying some real shit? So anyway, almost every worker I've talked to online dresses these kind of candles. I was taught not to dress the candle or bless these type of candles. What did I just say? You do not dress or bless these type of candles. You dress them, you dress yourself, but not the candle. What I just say?
You dress yourself
and not the candle.
Somebody just said, oh my God, I be watching your videos. I'm hearing it to myself. I be watching that video. She talking to my assistant, Miss K. Me and Miss K don't look nothing alike. You want to say something? All right. So what I said was, you dress yourself, not the candle. These type of candles are used to remove conditions off of you, right? They do this by pulling whatever is on you off and into the wax. As the candle burns, the condition burns away. If you fill a candle with oil and stuff in it, and you stuff, and there's no room to fit what needs to fit in the candle to better your work. So you wouldn't dress a candle like this. Does that really make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're trying to remove it out. So you're not going to put anything in it. You want it, for better words, you wasted your time and the candle if you do that. Especially like these reversal candles that I burned. This is like a month ago I burned this. And I said, who the fuck throwing work on me? You dusty motherfucker. Whoever you is may return triple fold back to your bitch ass. But somebody, you have to do this. That's how you know. See, we burn a candle and it come like this, you get scared. No, you snuff it out. And you go, okay then, motherfucker. Cool. Now I know. So I was taught not to even cleanse these candles. You don't pray over these type of candles. I just said something. Look how she look like, wait a minute, what you don't? No. You do not cleanse these candles. You don't pray over these type of candles. You say your prayers as you're wiping yourself down with the candle from head to toe. You're saying your prayer as you're wiping, because what it's supposed to do? It's supposed to absorb everything. It's supposed to take everything. So I'm not going to put nothing in this. So y'all want to see, y'all want to know if somebody did some work on y'all? Y'all want to know if y'all got some blocks? Y'all want to know if somebody fucking with y'all? You take this candle and you wipe yourself down with it. Everywhere. Everywhere. That's how the old countries do it. Makes sense, don't it?
Mm-hmm.
Because
So when I did, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead, baby.
So when I did, because I just did my reversal, I did your reversal kit, and I didn't rub it over me, but I did, like, I guess, took the candle and kept rubbing it in my hand. I was like, anything that's on me, okay.
Yeah, that's fine too.
Okay.
That's fine.
And it came out a whole lot worse than what I thought it was going to be. Because I started it off and I was like, you know, I don't know what somebody could have put on me, and, you know, not knowing the people that's around you.
It doesn't necessarily have to be you. It could be bloodline stuff. That's why
That's what I was thinking. That's what I said. Because I got family that had issues, and
right. I do this for myself once a month. Now I don't have the one I burned for this month, but it was clear. Because after I kept this because I knew I was gonna do that class. I kept this for that.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a candle I did for my abilities to tell fortune, for my abilities for my work. You see how you can tell somebody might have been throwing something on me, but if you watch the candle, watch it, then you know what to do. So as this was, I could tell that I filled it with stuff. If you can see it at the bottom, I put some herbs to cleanse it, and then it started burning clean all the way down after that. That's why I'm telling you guys, never leave your stuff unattended. Not just because you ain't trying to burn your house down, but you want to be able to watch your work. As I was telling them, April, when you are burning these kind of candles and you see how the tears and stuff fall on it and it gets so thick and all that, if you're watching it, what you'll be able to do is to stop it. I would literally put it out, snuff it out. I would literally remove what's on there, and then I'm going to do it again. I'm going to reapply, put a little bit more spit on there this time. I'm going to put it back. I'm going to light it again and see if it still do that. If not, I'm going to burn another one until I get a clear candle. Okay?
Okay, so I have a question about that. So, like, with the glass one, like the 7-day candles, so at what point of, like, the black soot to the clear is okay? Well, without having to redo it again.
Well, this is what I would tell you. I don't do this anymore because I want to read. I want to read the candle. I want to read and see how it's going to continue to burn. I burn candles while all of it was black, all the fuck way down. But this just means that there was a little bit of blockage. I'm going to watch it. That's why I say you have to watch it. You can't fix nothing if you don't watch it, because you don't know where it went wrong, or you don't know at what part or whatever. So you got to watch your work. I don't know if I'm answering your question, but
so like, okay, so like this was my reversal candle, and so once it started turning black, I guess I started like talking and thinking about like whatever it is, you know, keep taking it off me or whatever, and so it's about halfway when it started to get clear again. So I guess what I'm trying to figure out is that, do I still need to burn again, even though
I wouldn't do it
cleared
right
up.
now because it did clear up, but I would watch it. I would probably do it like within another month.
Okay.
Yeah, I would watch that.
Okay, so I have a question too.
Sure.
So I did the same reversal kit for me, Mama Duchess. It burned. It was smoky at the top, and then it cleared down as it went down. I did have my candle setting in a bowl of water because I was kind of freaking out leaving it at work, to go to work.
Mhm.
So that next morning when I got up, it had cracked on the bottom. The wick had got too close to the.
Yeah, and with that water or whatever,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would do it again, and this time don't put it in the water.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Anybody else? I mean, it might take you a few times, baby. You have to remember when you're moving, you don't know who done threw some tricks at you. And that's what we call it, laying tricks or throwing tricks. You don't know who did that. You don't know who did it, who said, you don't know. So it might clear up, it might not. I have had some that burn black all the way down. But what I don't want y'all doing is burning stuff and leaving it unattended. Don't do that anymore. Watch your work. Watch your work. If nothing else, I'm telling you to watch your work.
Okay.
I have a question.
Sure.
So, we should do reversals every month, correct?
I do reversals every month because I do work for people.
Okay.
But I would say twice a year, 2 or 3 times a year.
Okay. Because I know I did one, I want to say maybe a month ago, and I have another one coming today. So I'm debating on whether I should.
How did your last one burn?
It burned. It was black at the top a little bit, and then it cleared up.
I would go ahead and do it again.
Okay.
If it's not clear, just all the way down.
Okay.
It's just like what I mean by I don't want you dressed in these type of candles, because it's just like if you're trying to fill a glass of water that it's already full, like you wasting water and it's gonna run down a glass because it's already full. This is the same type of thing for this. It's the same type of thing for this.
Okay.
So Duchess, I have a question.
Mhm.
So with the reversal candle like you have there, you saying that it's important that we watch our work. So do you let it burn so much and put it out, and till it gradually burns? Okay.
Remember, this doesn't have to be done in one day.
Okay.
I don't want you guys, I want you to get that out of your head into thinking conceptually that it has to be fast. Remember that I said when I do hex work, I do it in 3, 6, and 9. Either 3 days, 6 days, and 9 days. So that's how all of your work should be. You should never do one thing in one day and that's it.
I have a question. With the 7-day candles, should we let them continue burning if we're able to, or should we always snuff them out and restart?
I always snuff them out.
Okay.
Don't ever, what did I just say? Don't ever do work in one day.
Okay.
You do it in 3, 6, or 9. Okay?
Okay.
Never do it in one day. You can get it started, because when I do work for people, I show them the work when I started. You understand? They get all the pictures, they get the ingredients, they get when I got started. And then sometimes I don't show it afterwards. More than likely, I don't. Because I've worked on it so much, it ain't gonna look like what they think it's supposed to look like anyway. You know what I'm saying? So they'll be like, well, I don't know what this is. And so even with and I'm trying, y'all, because it's already 2:16. I'm trying to get to the point where I could tell y'all like how to read candle wax.
Okay, go ahead.
So I might have to skip around some things that I said that I was gonna talk about. Like the days and weeks of the colors. Go look at my other video. It'll tell you that. Yeah, like money drawing. I'm looking at my notes. That's stuff that you guys can easily find that. I'm going to give you guys some deities that I think that you should work with. If I have time, because they're going to really help y'all. If y'all are really wanting to conjure some stuff and make some stuff really happen, I'm going to give y'all that. but I know y'all want to get into shapes and stuff of when the work is completed. So this lady posted her candle wax work, and I looked at it and I knew that her grandmother had passed. Somebody killed her. Do y'all remember that? Yeah. And so, hold on one second. All right. So I know you're wondering, like, how did you know that? Well, there's spirits in the candle wax. There are definitely spirits in the candle wax. Sometimes you see hearts, they mean like love. You see flowers, they mean like love. In the way that you look at candle wax, you have to look at it 4 ways. Like you have to turn it and look at, you can't never look at it face on and be like, okay, this. And sometimes some candle waxes, believe it or not, they don't have a message. Because if you're watching how it burns, you know if it's going to be slow, you know if it's going to be fast, you know this because you watched it, because y'all are watching your work. Sometimes you see like snakes and penises and all, and it just depends on the type of work that you're doing. Because you might not see a message in it all. Sometimes you see shapes, a mother and she's pregnant, or a guy and he's holding her. Especially when you're doing love work, it'll show that. So what in particular questions do y'all have about that? I said, and I just got ahead of myself, I was gonna burn these down and see if anything, and then y'all can look at it and like read it. I'm still gonna do that now because y'all think tentatively that it always has to like mean something, and I'm telling y'all it really don't. Sometimes it don't. All right, so this candle is on here and I want to draw love to me. So literally this is all I'm doing, and I'm just talking about my husband. I ain't talking about nobody else. I ain't just talking about my husband. And then I'm gonna let this now, I don't know if you guys can look at it, but it was very small at first. And what I had to do was I had to talk to it so it could burn brighter. And I'm not over cook. And you should also be able to see an orb too, right?
Mm-hmm. Will you talk about, I know we short on time, but like the dancing of the flame, like knowing what the flame is telling you based on the way that it's going?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can talk about that. Hell, it won't even go out. All right. All right. So the dancing of the flames, what questions do you have in particular? Because depending on what's drawing the energy the most is what the flame will attract. What I will tell you is if you hear like popping, any type of whistling, any type of or anything from the candle, that means that the spirit is really into that work and it's answering you in that candle.
Okay. Like, is there a
Will it
message?
happen every time? No,
Okay.
because it
Is
all depends too on the work that you're doing as well.
okay. Is there a message based on whether or not the flame is going more to the left or right?
I tentatively think when things are going to the left, that actually means it's good. When things are going to the right, I think it's a slower process. Not that it's good or bad, or it might not work, or whatever. Um, but the more movement it is, then the more energy is there. I can tell you that because sometimes stuff they when it burns, the flames don't even move.
Mm-hmm. So
But
does that mean it's not working?
I'm gonna say the spirits ain't there. I ain't gonna say it's not working.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say the spirit that you probably want to be there ain't there, and you probably want to work on it. Because believe it or not, it's a dead energy. If you look at my stuff, they are dancing. And the way that you can tell, like if the candle is burning clearly and evenly, I hope y'all can. Like, you see how it's burning clear and evenly, right? That could mean that uneventful candle burnings typically can mean too that everything is really okay too. It doesn't necessarily have to mean that it's bad. It just could be a good sign and everything's good. When the candle burns without a lot of smoke, without a lot of movement, without a lot of noise, without a lot of dripping, it just tentatively means that the spirit is moving or has moved and it's already answered, you know. And then the results, it can happen very fast and very strong. So it doesn't have to mean it is dead. It could, but it also could mean this too. When it's tall and it's a bright flame, it's a strong flame and it's just solid, there's a lot of energy behind the spell work. Barriers to your spell work, they falling away and it's fast, it's happy, results are likely to happen. Like if they wasn't dancing so much because they just out of control, but that's y'all energy, it ain't mine. Because I've been in love all day. And ain't nothing wrong with it. Like when you have a small and steady, meaning it's a low burning flame, it kind of represents that there's less energy and it's fueling the spell. But small but steadily burning flames is still a good side though. It might signal a need for a person to be a little bit more patient and more focused, you know. It also could be positive, but it could be a small delay. You could tell your clients that, or even if you're not telling your clients that, you can, for yourself, it helps you to understand it. Be persistent and kind of keep your eye out on the goal. That's why I said you want to make sure that you're watching your work, because what if that flame starts to grow? That means the spell is working and it's starting to move forward, but you won't know that because you're so focused on being at work and not watching your counter working. Then if you have what they call a puny flame, it's like a flame that kind of flickers and it bends. Like it's small and it might be to the right or to the left, but it's small. You know what I mean by that? Everybody? Yes? No?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you see the size of these?
Mm-hmm.
So the flame is so small that it's where the wick is. Ain't no big burn to it. Ain't no big flame to it. It's very small.
Mhm.
So the flame, it almost looks like it's about to go out all the time. Have you ever burned a candle like that? Where it looks so small and puny, like it's about to blow out? Okay, that means it's not working. That means that that's a for sure sign that your petition will not be granted at this time.
So Duchess, so just like you just said, you do it and you say that it won't work at this time. And I heard you say you do it 3, 6, and 9. Do you have to do that 3 times, or you just do it that one time and that's the answer?
No, I'm gonna complete it out. I'm gonna complete it out. Like day one, it might burn low. My energy might have been low day one too.
Okay.
Then I burn day 2, and it might be a big flame like a motherfucker. Then day 3, it might go back to being slow. So that's why I say you have to watch your work.
Right. Okay.
Okay. All right. Now, dancing flames. Flames that move and they dance like these babies here. It represents erratic dancing flames. It signifies like high energy in a spell. But it's also a chaotic energy too. Remember when I said that ain't my energy, it's all of y'all's staring at this flame like that? I guarantee that if I took this camera off of it and you guys were no longer focusing on it, I bet they'll calm down. See, large dancing flames suggest success, but also with potential complications. You are better likely to have a medium solid flame than to have a dancing flame. Because a small one means that they might be overwhelmed with opposing forces, and there also may be things that are going against it, and you might be going against it unconsciously. So you have to watch the flame closely to see how it shapes and molds, or if anything is revealed to you. I know some of you guys have seen my work and the flame split up in two and it has a shape and it has stuff like that. That all comes with it. It all comes with it. The next one is like a flickering flame, like repeatedly like flickering type of candle. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Like the flame is real flickering. Sometimes
Yes.
it'll like dim and then brighten and then dim and then brighten, like if somebody's flickering like the light switch on. In Southern traditions, like a flickering candle is like a certain indicator that certain spirits are present. Like if the candle is being used for devotion work, you hear the little popping a little bit. Like if you like for devotion work with gods or angels or higher gods, it means that the invocation was successful and that the prayers are being acknowledged. A flickering candle flame, mildly trance-inducive as well. So you will have the opportunity to scurry with fire because of that energy. Then you have a candle that pops and it sputters. Y'all know about what that means? Pop, it's popping and sputtering.
Mm-hmm.
That's a noisy candle. And it also indicates communication with outside forces. So an uneven burn can signify that a person is wrong. A person can burn a signal that someone or something is working against you too when it's popping and flaming. And that's that type of energy to that spell. So add more concentration or withdrawal, if you see the resistance is too great. If it hisses and sputters and whistles, sometimes they carry messages from the ancestors and the spirits too. One video I did, and literally you could hear it popping and sputtering, and somebody said that it was like whispering. Yeah, they do that. That's how some of them, they answer you. Do we need to take another break? Y'all good?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay, so
Good
what
here.
about if the flame suddenly goes out? You was burning the candle. It ain't even, you know, it ain't the time yet, but the bitch just go out like that. It's just out. What if it happens, right? Well, if the flame goes out, that means the work is finished. A stronger opposing force has put an end to it. So you should either open a circle, ground yourself, and leave it be. Usually this also means that your petition or your spell, whatever it may be, it will not manifest. Do not ever light a candle that has been burning really good and it just goes the fuck out. Never relight it. You understand? Never relight it. It's so much information. All right. Okay. Y'all see what's just happening right here? What's going on right now?
It's relighting itself.
I'm gonna get you some juice, okay?
And I'm doing this on camera so y'all think it's like some trick shit or something like that, right?
It's like it's refusing to go out.
It's a cookie.
All right. All right. So candles that will not extinguish. That went pretty good, huh? They kind of flow with the message. Okay. So candles that will not extinguish. So if the candle won't extinguish, a flame is like suddenly, like stubbornly, like it literally won't stop. It's like, sit down, you're not done, right? I'm going to keep doing it. I'm not going out. So perhaps you skipped a step, or maybe you missed some important message during your candle magic, or maybe some helpful spirit is saying or nudging you to go back. You forgot something. When you feel that this has been settled, try to extinguish the candle again. Traditionally, spells are pinched and snuffed out anyway. They're never just blown out. So if you can't if you can't extinguish a candle, you're not done. So don't try to put it out. Again, see if you've done everything. Write your steps down. See if you've done anything. Maybe you missed something. They're trying to give you a message like, no, sis, you ain't done yet. Then you have the candle won't light at all. You didn't try every goddamn thing and it will not light. And you're like, what the fuck? This can be that the spell cannot help you win the results you seek. That's your answer. Your answer is what? Fucking no. The outcome may have already been decided or being outside of your control. So take some time, days or weeks, to refocus your intention before trying it again. You can do a divination instead to find out more information of what is blocking you and why that candle won't burn. Meditation and spiritual cleansing may be required before you can proceed with doing that spell, okay? So the next one is burning a candle and it's making a lot of smoke. Has that ever happened to y'all before? So
Yeah, I did for the reversal. I had some black smoke and then it went white.
Okay. I want some chips and dip. I'm just steady snacking and shit. Y'all eating this shit too, making me hungry. we almost getting there. We almost getting there. But there's still several things that I have to explain. So give me a couple minutes. Let me give me some chips. I'll be right back. Shit.
I need to rewrite these notes.
This is a lot of information.
Yes, I'm
It
about to have
is
to retype
awesome.
stuff. Yes. I'm glad like I got in last minute when she made a post like she only had 7 spots. I was like, you know
Me
what?
too.
Word, because
I
I'm
said,
not gonna front.
crap.
I just when I be doing my work, I just be like, oh, today's what day? Oh, the moon is in what phase? Okay, let's just so now like my shit's about to be official.
Yep.
Word. 'Cause I just be stop, boy. Yes, I'm gonna rewatch the other video she did on candles and add that to this because I don't know what I did with that. I have like stuff in all different books.
I brought all these candles, and it's like now it's like I need to get me like a candle making kit, which actually I have, but
That's what I want to do. I
it's
made a post
yeah.
in her group a couple of days ago because I want to start. Like, I buy stuff from Walmart and Dollar Tree, and that shit, like, it don't burn down all the way, or the wick be all crooked and stuff. I want to start making
Yeah.
my own stuff
And those
because,
Dollar Tree ones, they go out, they will go out because they don't burn very well.
yeah. So I want to start making my own too. Like, I didn't know my best friend makes candles, and she was like, I can go on YouTube and stuff, but
Yeah, you
like
can.
I need a book. I need books. I'm like a book person, so she was
You know,
like,
like Michael's have candle wax too, but there's like this distributor online that does that sell like soy and also like the wax and some
yes,
molds.
I saw on Amazon too. Like I don't know. She said she uses crayons, so I don't know. Like my baby be breaking up all the crayons, so I'm gonna try to experiment with that first. But I would like I've been keeping like my glass candles and stuff. Like I normally use them as vases for my altars, but I think I'm gonna just start trying to make my own candles because the Dollar Tree only has white candles or red candles once in a blue, and I need other colors because I'm fitting to get my whole
So
life together.
one question I did have for her, and I'll remind myself, is like when you're burning a candle and it burns down all the way, can you reuse that to make yourself a candle like that?
I believe so. I think she said that's what she does with her glass candles. I mean, as long as you wash it and cleanse it, I don't see why not. Cause like I said, I keep all my 7-day candle things. I normally use them for vases, but I want to start making my own candles now. Stop, child. But I never knew about like the reversals and stuff because I've been cleansing mine. I've been staging them and stuff. So when I get this one today, I'm definitely gonna.
So because I still have this one that I got for her like a few months ago.
Uh
So I
huh.
was trying to find a good time to do this one because it's like you don't want to mess it up, you know?
I just the other day I just lit one of her new green prosperity ones and oh my god,
Yeah,
it smells
that one
so
on me,
wonderful.
that one I got in the beginning when I first joined the group, and that one turned black because I was blowing
Really?
it out.
Oh,
I was blowing it out and I wasn't snuffed, so I got a couple snuffers and I
you
was
know
like, no
what?
wonder.
I've been using like I'll use the lids from other candles. Like
Yeah.
if I don't have a lid for the candle itself, I'll use a lid from another candle or something, and I'll put it over it for it to go out by itself. Cause I don't stop. I don't blow mine out neither. And now that she said that it's best to use matches, like I
Yeah.
have a book of I have. I have wooden ones that I never used yet because I got excited one day because I found a packet of matches and I thought it was the wooden ones, but it's like the ones that have that stupid black thing on it or whatever. And I hate matches.
Um,
So I'm like using them. I'm about to throw
you
out
know,
all
I got this from I think I want to say TJ Maxx.
Really?
Yeah. So
Oh,
this is
stop.
like a whole like thing. I got a few jars of them, but it was from TJ Maxx. And
Yeah,
they have a
I
lot
need
of
to
stuff
stock up
there.
on those. You know what? I
Yeah.
used to work at Home Goods, and I never paid attention to the stuff that they had. But now that I think about it, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, they had a lot of crystals and Himalayan
Yeah.
rocks and all that stuff. I'm like, damn, I might go back there just for that little bit of 10%. Stop, child.
I'm trying to hit up Michael's for the skulls. Let me go back
Yes,
there.
someone posted that the other day. I'm like, what? I'm about to go to my dollar store because I love when they put out Halloween
Yeah.
stuff. I got a couple of those skulls last year. I need some more. Like, I'm trying to stock up. I need you to take a
Yeah.
nap because you're doing the most right now. What, buddy? You keep saying you want word party. Come go, let's go, cause you messing me up.
Do you remember what she said when she said the flame on the counter, if it's left, it's good. If it's right, it's...
She said if it's left, it's good, and if it's right, it's slow. I was
Okay.
worried about that because I was doing a candle last night and I was looking at it and it was like going to the left. But I had the fan on at first, but then when I turned it off, it was still.
Yeah.
So
It's so freaking
like,
hot
I
here.
hate.
It's like you don't know if it's the air or what.
Exactly. Yeah, so I had to turn my fan off. I was in here sweating last night because I was like, I don't want to mess my work up.
Right?
Yeah.
Like when I did my reversal candle, the figurine candle,
Uh-huh.
it was like hissing and popping and fizzing. I was like, oh my gosh, you
Oh
know,
my.
but it was so hot in this room. I was like, oh my gosh. I mean, it's like I didn't have anything on. The only thing I could have was the window kind of cracked open and no breeze. Make sure there's no breeze.
That's how I was doing mine because I have a window fan and a regular fan, and sometimes depending on which way it faces, it has my flames all over the place.
Yeah.
So I just turn them off now.
I wonder what's the best kind of wax to get, like soy or
I heard beeswax is supposed to be,
beeswax.
but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Like,
All right. So what was y'all discussing? Because I ain't gonna never watch this bitch.
the kind of wax to use, like
Wax.
make our own candles.
Paraffin wax.
Oh, paraffin. Oh, that's like the stuff. I go to physical therapy and they dip my hand in that. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, me.
You don't never want to use soy.
Oh no.
It's too
Okay.
thin. It won't sustain. It won't hold nothing.
Okay.
A little bit of heat, it just.
Good to know. Good.
Yeah. Y'all gonna make y'all some candles?
Yes, I do. I made a post in the group a couple of days ago trying to find out like what kind of books to get for it.
I'm looking for candle molds. Like it's hard to find them.
Amazon.
Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon has almost everything.
Well, see, I got I got my candles from somebody in the group. She sold me all her molds like years ago.
Oh wow. Oh, you know, Michael's might also too. Or I've never been to.
It's very hard to get in the candle making business.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna trust you.
Yeah.
That's true.
I'm not trying to be funny, and I'm certainly not trying to, cut your dream down.
That's true. I'm in a candle making group, and it's.
Are you?
It's tough. Yeah, it's tough.
I kind of figured out like there's so many people doing that now. Like I won't buy from anybody else but Duchess. Like I've always been leery about stuff like that. So.
But if you're trying to get in this business on make candles, I suggest you do something else. I'm not even trying to be funny.
Yeah.
People.
I was doing it just for myself, actually.
That's what I want to do it for.
Yeah.
If you trying to make it a business and shit, it is a very hard market to tap into. You need to already have your name or like already established for something else, and you intricately put candles into that business.
Yeah.
But to just have a candle making business, they not gonna people not they don't waste your money, baby. Cause I didn't start off making candles. I started off making oils. Actually, one oil. All right. So what did I end up on?
Smoky candles.
Thank you. Y'all are really pulling for me. So it's causing me to constantly eat and drink water, if y'all notice. Because y'all pulling real strong. All right. I don't see how people do this in like full room full of settings. When I get out of this, I ain't taking no readings, no phone call. I'm going to take me a nap. Oh, yes, I am. Oh, yes, Duchess is. Just going night-night. Go sleep.
Shoot, I'm gonna need a nap too.
Because when you're dealing with
Me
the spirits
too.
and any type of spiritual work, it's exhausting. That's how I don't see how people like, yeah, girl, I did 16 spells. Because I know workers. They're like, yeah, I could do 10 spells in one day. I'd be like, how? Like, I can't.
Okay, so question. After I did my reversal the other day, and I did the wash and I did the tub and you roll around, you turn around 4 times. I was so exhausted I could barely stand when I got out the tub.
Yeah. It pulls every fucking thing out of you.
Exhausted,
I slept
every
so
ounce of
good.
energy. I had to take a nap.
Yeah. When I do some certain type of cleansing work, like I cleansed before I went to the casino. No, you would think cleanse after, but I cleansed before. Because I don't want nothing, no negativity that I done picked up through the week on nobody fucking with my motherfucking money. I'm trying to win. I took $300 and I left that hole quite a bit much. And my husband sitting next to me, that motherfucker hit jackpot too. I'm like, yeah.
I'm like 2 minutes from the casino, so I'm gonna have to try that tonight.
It works. So, burning candles that make a lot of smoke. Abundance of smoke is never a good sign, but it ain't a good sign, but it ain't a bad sign either. My mama says that it used to indicate that air is present in a spell. And it's the element of like communication and like observation. So when a candle puts out a lot of smoke, that means you're being called upon to use your eyes and your mind to read the situation. So now you understand why I told you at first, don't be leaving that work unattended, because you're missing all your work. That's where the work come in. What's that saying? Where there's smoke, there's fire. Like you have to look at the shape of the color of it, the timing, the movement, and you gather all that information about your work to analyze your work, to read your work. That's what that means. Analyzing, reading your work. It ain't just about burning candles. You got to know how to. Girl, like she drinking MD 2020, but I had to look at a label. Girl, I was like, oh, she went old school drinking some MD 20. I'm like, April getting fucked up over there.
To throw up in 20 minutes.
I'm like, April getting fucked up. It ain't even 5 o'clock. April, goddamn. I'm not Saturday. I don't pins. $3. My sister told me, how much of them blood pins? I got some pins that have dragon's blood in them. She said, how much of them pins? I was like, $3. She told me 7. I was like, nah, nigga, damn. At $3. But I found some pins that got dragon's blood in them. I'm always finding some good shit, ain't I? I'm like, yeah.
I'm gonna need to get to the store.
I'm making a list.
Right? I'm about to get on a plane and I'm scared to fly.
Yeah, I need to move to Texas.
I'm really serious about that. about opening up stores in other places.
I live in Albuquerque, and you would think there would be a lot of Botanica stores here, and it's not.
Yeah.
It's not. There's
I wonder why. Everybody Christians?
yeah, and Catholic, which still, I mean, there's not a lot of stuff here.
Okay, so speaking of smoke, I'm gonna tell you all the colors of it. The white and black smoke, like the difference. Does anybody know what the difference is? People don't even talk about that, do they? The colors of the smoke and what they actually mean.
No.
No, but I got a list. I made myself a note that if you didn't cover it to ask it. Because I had both. I had white and black, and then my white smoke from one of my candles was making little rings.
What kind of rings?
Just like little circle rings were puffing out of the smoke, of white smoke.
That mean whatever you was burning on is gonna come in cycles. So it ain't gonna manifest all at one time. It's gonna manifest in cycles.
It was my reversal, the black figure.
Then then you gonna have to keep doing it for a while.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that means.
Okay.
It's almost like the Wheel of Fortune.
Mm-hmm.
That Wheel of Fortune tarot card. All right, so white smoke is widely regarded as a sign of blessings and benevolent spirits. So if a candle breathes out white smoke, especially at a time like a significant time when you're doing the work, it means that your wish is going to be granted. You want the white smoke. So quit telling people y'all want no smoke. Yes, you do. I said I want all the smoke, bitch. Bring it on. Let me see what you got, ho. I want all the smoke. Now, if you put out a candle, what I'm telling you also goes for incense too. You know how you burn that incense? This also goes for like sage and Palo Santo too. So remember that these go for those as well, okay? So black smoke represents negative energy. Bad luck, conflict. There are plenty of opposing forces that's trying to stop your spell work. So if you see that, huh?
It's so funny because you know when they make a decision on the Pope, or if they don't come to, they do the smoke signals too, and the same type of thing.
Explain it, because they might not know what you're talking about.
Okay, so from what I understand, when they have to decide on the next Pope, if there's white smoke, then it's confirmation that they chose a new Pope. And if it's black smoke, then they still have to stay in and make a decision because a consensus wasn't made.
Ain't that something? That's witchcraft too. So does that mean the man that they want to choose, he's gonna be evil? So we talked about the color of the smoke. We talked about if it is smoking. Now let's talk about if the smoke is moving towards you.
Can I have a quick question? Mm-hmm. So if it's black smoke, what do you do?
Put that motherfucker out. Because I don't want that. Y'all want that?
No.
What I say, don't even relight it, throw it away. Throw it away. You might want to.
Okay, good.
That's why when they post, what you read about this? Well, I don't know. All that shit smoking in a motherfucker, sis. No. But like, what you mean? No. What you mean? The answer is no. Whatever the fuck you was burning on, the answer is no. I won't try that again, sis, because that's no. That is a strong no. I need a love word for people. Every candle I light should be black, smoke, black. I'm like, damn. That's why I stopped doing love spells for everybody. Because when I see stuff like that, I got to tell you, right? We got to have a talk. Probably back in a month. Cause right now I'm not gonna do no more work for you. And they don't want to hear that shit. They want it right now. You better make him be with me. Since he had all these babies on you, bitch, at the same time, they like months apart. I don't. That's what you want. When I tell y'all, I really be wishing I don't be right. All right. If the smoke comes to you, if the smoke from a ritual kind of moves towards you, it's like it's telling you that success and attracting what you seek. It's telling you like you are drawing in the love, the money, the healing. This is like a fucking great sign when it follows you. It means that you're shortly going to receive what you deserve, meaning it's going to be fast and it's going to be strong than a motherfucker. I'll blessing to the smoke that goes towards you.
Even incense smoke?
Mm-hmm. Incense, sage, Palo Santo, all of that. That means it's a yes. Like, y'all, sis, yes, like, yes, girl, he is coming home.
So what about flame? If a flame comes towards you and it doesn't send you, burn you.
That means the spirits are leaning in your favor. Because remember,
Okay.
these flames, those are spirits.
Uh-huh.
Did y'all know that? And you always got to feed the spirit. So you always got to feed the flame. That's why you talk to it. You stare at it. You don't walk away from it. You don't let it burn in one room and you in another room. That's why I said you don't light a whole bunch of candles at one time. Remember I said that too? Because they're all spirits and you might not be able to control them. And what if they're a malevolent spirit? What if they're an evil spirit? What if they're it's the spirit of no? You just let the spirit of no burn all in your house. Well, it's burning black, but I'm gonna let it go and burn down. No, bitch, put that shit out, throw it away. Look at Ava like, oh, I've been doing that. Everything in black, looking at. I had burnt the candle fire, drunk my MD 2020, and it told me.
But is that only at the start of it? That's only at, like, if you start a candle and it starts burning black, but say it's one of your 7-day candles, do you just burn it out then and then start over? Because like you say, your energy could be off for that day.
7 days contained,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's stuff that you can do to the outside where that's clearing, as opposed to a taper candle. They just spell candles, throw it away. And these are more potent. You want to know why? Because they're open. There's no shield. So they're really feeling the environment. They're really feeling the outside forces.
Okay.
So be careful with it. Okay, what about if the candle moves away from you? If the candle smoke moves away from you? If the candle smoke moves away from you dramatically, away from you, I mean, it represents energies that are outward bound. And in most spells, this isn't a good omen either. It means something is escaping your grasp. If it's going away, if the flame is going away from you, the smoke is going away from you, it doesn't even matter what color it is, it's trying to get away from you. It doesn't want you to have it. Put that shit out too. However, if the spell is like to heal or to influence or to manipulate somebody, traveling smoke can mean that it's working its plan too. Remember what I said, it just depends on what you're doing, what the work is that you're actually doing. Pay attention to the speed, pay attention to the direction, the shape of the smoke, because it also will determine if your magic is on track. I'm going to finish these. I have about how about 8 more, and I know it's over the time, but I want to give you all of these, and if you have to get off, that's fine. I'm recording a video. I understand y'all have stuff to do, but I don't want to just leave it like this, because I could still go on for 2 or 3 more hours with just. I was thinking about at one point making a workshop, and like you come for the whole, like it's Saturday and Sunday, and you come in the store. So you come Saturday and Sunday. It's like a whole workshop. It's like a whole situation. Blue flames. Have you ever burned a candle and they had a blue flame? 9 times out of 10, blue flames always signify a spiritual presence. They say that it's the color of angelic fire and divination fire. If a spell candle burns blue or blue-white, it's a highly spiritual being have taken an interest in you and your magic. And you have been blessed, sister, if that ever happens to you.
Can you repeat that again?
Yeah, like if a spell candle burns blue or like blue-white, it's a sign that highly spiritual beings have taken an interest in your magic. Red or yellow flames mean more mundane, really. It's still probably, you know, powerful, of course, but the energy is fueling the spell. Whereas when it's a blue and a white flame, it ain't even you no more. That's that celestial being that came in and took the fuck over. But how y'all knowing any of this? Y'all like to put y'all work and go to work. Y'all like to leave y'all candles in the house while y'all gonna go to the store. Y'all didn't watch the movie. It's called work for a reason. Do y'all get that now though? And kind of taking this class with me, you understand the difference in everything as opposed to what you were doing before is to what that I'm showing you now, how to do it and how to make it really work for you in a dynamic way. This is it. Have y'all ever seen a candle crater? Where you just say you burning a candle like this. You see this? And it's inside, like it's building like a valley, like on the inside. Like it ain't burning down, it's burning inward. That's called a candle crater. Bitch, I ain't never heard that either. And that's just like the candle is forming a crater in the center and it's leaving wax on both sides. Now with that, this is the most common with large pillar candles or like those container candles, but it can also happen with the votive candles and other candle shapes as well. The melted wax is centered closely around the wick, leaving the tall walls of wax on both sides. That's the candle crater. Nobody likes it when the candle is burning completely, and this just means it's not a good sign. This just means that your work will be incomplete too. It also means that your will is too weak to cast an effective spell. Throw it away. That means you are blocked all the way around and you don't need to be burning no candles. Like I'm being so serious right now. Like don't do it. Also, the next one is quick burn. If the candle melts quickly into like this big old ass puddle of wax, right? Like I really thought that it was gonna burn. Or y'all gonna have a wax, but it's just a clean burn. What can I say? I don't burn no bullshit ass candles. I don't do that. But I was hoping that Mother Duchess is Mother Duchess, I guess. You know, what can I say? I can't burn a fucked up candle. It's like, what's her name? Miss Millie on what was that movie? The Maid, The Help. And you know how she said she can't burn no chicken? I can't burn no bad candle. I Miss Millie
don't burn chicken.
Yeah. I don't burn fucked up candles. Here I am. I'm like trying to, and it's just burning clean in a motherfucker. Well, all right. But what if it don't? What if it burns and it's like this big old ass puddle of wax? This is when y'all lose y'all shit and start thinking that you've seen everything in your mama in this kind. Oh my God, it's like 3 parakeets and a nanny goat in it. And it just means that people gonna talk with the nanny goat. Girl, I seen somebody saying some shit like a Mickey Mouse ears. Who said that? Somebody counter wax talking about Mickey Mouse ears. I was like, what in the non-hoodoo shit is this? Unless you're doing spell work on a rat. I doubt it. I be damn so goddamn tired of them. I just be sometimes they ain't had a nerve to tag me to the shit. I be like, what am I supposed to do with this? You want me to respond? And then when I respond, yeah, I gotta. Well, you didn't have to say, well, bitch, don't tag my name to that shit. I don't. If you tag my name, that means you want my what? Opinion. So that means I'm going to give it to you. And that means it might not align with what you think that you got going. Look at that MD 2020 got April fan. And I know that's right. Look at that MD. Yeah, getting your system. I'm talking, she was like, and I just seen it. I was like, is that MD 2020? She just gonna take a shot of it right here? That's what my dad said when he take the top off a bottle. He'd be like, I'm gonna take me a shot real quick. I'd be like, Dad, that's Hennessy. You just gonna take a shot of Hennessy. All right. So if there's a big, okay, say for instance, you're doing a ammonia jar and you decide to use this kind of candle. These are always gonna give y'all a big puddle of wax. Did y'all know that? So you only want to burn this kind of candle on top of a jar when you want to do what?
Seal it.
That's it. That's the only time. Let me say it again. The only time you burn these kind of candles on top of a bottle is when you want to seal it. That's it. Because if you don't have anything else, what did I say you can get to heat it up and it's going to activate it? Okay. It's my husband. Hold on one second, y'all. All right. So if a candle has a big puddle of wax, like I said, they call it spending. When it burns like that, they call it spending. So the wax is spending all over the jar or whatever. They call it spending. And it's not necessarily a bad sign, but it can mean that there's a accelerated energy too. That's behind in the spell. So Apollo wax dripping also is an invitation to ceremancy, which is a divination by wax. And you examine the hardened wax with the open mind, seeing if there's any shapes or messages emerge. There's a whole collection of various shapes and what they mean. I won't have time to go through all of that today, but there is a whole, like if it looks like this is a heart, if whatever, you know, it has a meaning to it. If the candle has no wax dripping, it's just a clean burn, like these are going to be a clean burn. So it means that the well-conceived and properly executed spell, it worked. You did a great petition, you had great intentions, you had all the right products. It means that the magic gods, they don't have any lessons for you today. You did good. This is just, you throw it away, pat yourself on the back, be like, yes, bitch did that. This is to work out. Yes, the answer is yes. All right. If it was some hex work, bitch, you are fucked because the guys received my shit. Wasn't no extra wet. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So if there's wax on like one side only, like if the candle is burning and all the wax is just like on this side, but there's nothing like on this side, something's out of balance. Something with what you're requesting, something that what you're wanting is out of balance. So expect an incomplete result. You know, some say that the drips on the left side represent an emotional or a psychic imbalance, while drips on the right side, meaning are your thoughts and beliefs are getting in way of your spell. Does that make sense? Um, candle crud. Anybody know what candle crud is? I'm giving y'all new terms and everything. And at first I said spending and candle crating, and now I'm talking about candle crud. Like what? So candle crud is like that black stuff that be off in your wax. You know how like you burn it and then you look off on the inside and it be like little black little shit on the inside. Like you put something in there but you didn't put anything in there. It's called candle crud. It's like little black pieces. And sometimes a little bit of burnt wick will break off and sink in the melted wax. And it's a scientific term too. It's like debris in the wax signifies unintended consequences or work that would need to be done after the spell work is completed. Like guilt, broken heart, karmic baggages, new hassle, so on and so forth. Like usually it's not a super serious, but it ain't fun either. That means proceed with your work, but be ready to go back and do some cleanup work afterwards. And what cleanup work is, meaning when you had an imbalance in something and you have to go back and do a certain part over again. Just like when you guys were doing those reversal kits and it burned black, so you got to go back and do aftercare work. It's the same thing. That's what that means. We got two more. So, candle soot. That's what this is. I'm really trying to get it to burn crazy so we can get a shape or something out of it. Like this is, you know, different forms of candle soot. And this one I burned. I was burning this one today to unblock. I burned this today. Look, nothing. So candle soot, it is rare for a tall jar to burn without any soot appearing on the candle at all. Like even this have a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So don't see it as everything. Oh my God, this ain't, because every candle in a tall, them 7 day, they're gonna have a little something on them. You know what I'm saying? But it's just about the amount and where it's located. Like black soot is generally taken to be a sign of negative energy or interference with somebody messing with the spell work. If it appears only at the top of the jar, the opposition has most likely been overcome as it goes down. If it covers the entire surface of the container, then it means that you might need to repeat it. Like if it was just like at the top and it kind of faded down and it's almost at the bottom and then it was clearing up, you want to repeat that. White soot is, it represents spiritual communication, and it also assistance. Like when I was doing for when I said about reading cards and tarot and stuff, you see the thick white soot that's on it. That's good. That means the spirits was there. They were like, it's okay, sis. We got you. It's coming. Don't even worry about it. We got you, sis. We here. You are in accordance. You are in a line. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But that's just what they mean, you know. So I get excited when I read that stuff too. Like I get super excited when I read it too about myself, you know. So let's just say that, and it's the last one too, I'm tired. All right, let's just say your candle exploded, the container exploded, some dramatic candle thing mishap. It busts on the side and, you know, you was burning everything and popped and shit, and then just something fucking weird that happened that wouldn't normally like happen when you're burning a candle. So any dramatic ending to your candle burning ritual means that the spell work has been vetoed by a greater power. That could be good or bad. But when you get like somewhere, like one time I was burning a candle like this, right? And it gets halfway through and then the candle cracks and it falls on the half. But when it cracked and fell over, it was still fucking burning and the wax is now pouring into the part that it fell over. And I was like, what the fuck is this? I was doing work to get this lady pregnant. Not only did she get pregnant, she was pregnant with triplets. And I let the candle keep burning and the candle split into 3. And I literally was like, bitch, I don't know what that means. But I was like, don't want you guys to ever think that I like just know it all and I have like everything together when I do work. Sometimes stuff happens and it shocked the shit out of me too. Me and my daughter was sitting up here one day and something fell off the shelf in the back of the warehouse, right? The first thing she told me, spirit, not the day devil, not up in here, devil. And she started ringing her bell and stuff. And I was like, what are you doing? So I go in there and she didn't put a bag all the way on a shelf, so it fell. That's all it meant. She was like, devil, no ma'am. We're not having that up in here. I was like, nah, Mom, did you hear that? I was like, yeah, I heard it. I said, I'm pretty sure it's illogical. But sometimes when things happen like that, it explodes, it breaks, some dramatic effect, it always means that you need to cleanse yourself afterwards. Cleanse your ritual space afterwards. Abandon the work until you have more information. Why did I say that? Why did I say abandon the work? Because you don't want to be jumping to conclusions. I'm like, devil, no, we not. Oh, no, ma'am. And you got pots and pans and I'd be like, sorry, just, okay. Mommy, that was not what that meant. So this kind of, I wanted to have something where I could like show y'all something and reading it. I'm gonna work with these.
So I did have another question.
Sure.
So after I did my reversal and I burned the figurine candle and the candle that I guess cracked toward the end of the work. So which part would you repeat again? Everything or just the candle?
Just the candle.
Okay.
Go cleanse, go take care of yourself, but just the candle.
Okay.
I got the red one that kind of burned down a little bit and it's burning down into like a shape. So we're gonna look at that.
I had a question too.
Okay.
When I very first started my journey, I bought this candle and it was already dressed for me, as they said. And I never burned it because it didn't look right to me. But I wanted to show you the candle. It's got all this freaking
Put it closer
glitter.
to what?
Magic moves.
And it's supposed to be a road opener candle. But I never burned it because I did not trust it. I've had this candle for like, it's been a long time. But yeah, this. So what I was wondering, was it some kind of way that I could still use it, or do I need to just chuck it up as a loss?
I mean, I would burn it. It don't look like it's it look harmless. It don't look powerful, but it don't look harmless either. I'm just being honest. I can't hear you, baby.
Uh-oh, I was getting a phone call. Sorry. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I have some of your road opener oil, so I guess I can try it. But I just wanted to know, would you chuck it up as a loss or what? But yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't. I don't. It's harmless.
I saw all the glitter. I was like, what the hell is this? Like,
it's festive. I put glitter on my love stuff. It don't have no power to it, but it's festive. It's cute.
Okay. That's all I wanted.
I would probably do something else to it. It don't look very powerful.
So I had one other question too. So I got this candle from you a few months ago, Mama Duchess. Can I use this as a reversal or no?
No, that's a blessing candle. No.
Right. Uncrossing. So when is a good time?
I would do that around the new moon. I would burn it around the moon. And you can have it where you just burn it around the new moon every time. That's just your counter for the new moon. You know what I'm saying? That's just your counter for the new moon that you don't do your work with.
So the uncrossing candle is a blessing candle.
Yeah, it's like because you're removing all of that negative, that blockage stuff, and you're uncrossing all of that negativity. It's not a removal of curse removal. It's just your personal kind of things that might be in your way, you know. All right, so this is it. I'm trying to get a good, that's it. And this is me kind of manipulating, trying to get I'm trying to see. I'm not really getting anything now, but if once it dry all the way, because it's still a little wet, I can look at it. I'll look at it then. What I'll do is I'll take pictures of it and I'll post it in Infinite Energy. They ain't gonna know what the fuck I'm talking about. But I'll see if I can read a shape or something in it. Because sometimes there is no message. Remember I said that too? Sometimes there is no message. Because I kind of manipulated that to make the wax like move. But it was a clean burn and could possibly be no message for it. Each one of you guys, I will send, or I'll do like the group text like I did. I will put the link for the YouTube video that this is going to show up so you can just have it to go back to. I won't put it in a group per se, because you have to take the class to have access to me and this knowledge. Is there anything else that I did not discuss that you guys have questions about? Anything? Because I don't want you having any questions. There is I did about 20 pages of notes. I only got through 8. Yeah, I wrote 20 pages of notes.
Are you going to do a part 2?
I need to do a part 2 to this class. But I'm only going to offer it to you guys.
Okay.
I have 2 questions.
Because I mean, I would have to start over with everybody else, and I don't want to do that. So I think what I'll do is I will find a time in September. You guys pay me, $60, and I'll finish it, like for part 2. But it's only going to be available to you. This is not for anybody else. Okay? Because there's like other stuff that I did not get to discuss, like breaking down the saints and how they counter work go. And because that's important stuff too. And then going a little bit more deeper with the Bible and what to do with the scriptures and that too. And so, and I don't want to rush it, and it's already almost 3:30 and stuff too, and I'm tired. And we've been at this since 12 o'clock. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Was this good for you guys?
Yes, this is good.
Definitely.
So
I got one.
Go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
So we're talking about tearing scriptures out of the Bible and burning them and using those ashes. I know you remember the book that we got that deals with the Psalm, the little bitty book. Can you make photocopy? No, okay. Okay.
They have Bibles at the Dollar Tree too.
Natalie, they got Bibles at the Dollar Tree. Don't you take out now, goddamn page out that book.
Yes, ma'am.
I just knew you was gonna say some. Now, anybody?
Well, I gotta be Saran in this group.
No shit, cause Saran I'd be like, Saran is in my apprenticeship, and I don't care if don't nobody find a question to ask. she will pull one out of Hades. I don't even know. I'm like, she like, well, this is what I want to say. And everybody literally do this when she start talking. Because we know this supposed to be long. And I just like, gone, sir. I'm like, gone, babe. But when I tell you she loved me, she loved me, like, for real. So I know when she asks questions, she's going to watch everything I do. She going to ask, and she going to watch it. And it might be a video she saw 6 months ago. And if I mention it, she's going to discuss that question that she had 6 months ago when she seen it. So people like that, yes, they can be long-winded, but I respect it because they're asking questions. And people don't ask questions. They just assume. So, do anybody else have any questions about anything that we discussed?
I have one question about something we hadn't discussed yet.
Okay.
Okay. So like once we go through and do burn our candles down, is there like a rule or anything about how long before we dispose of it? Like bury the wax or whatever we need to do with it?
As soon as possible.
Okay.
Because you got to feed it back to the source for what helped you.
Okay.
So you wouldn't wait a week and 2 weeks. No, you do it as soon as you possibly can. For instance, I did a criminal case spell. I did 2 things. I worked with St. Peter with him. I also did the cow tongue. And I also did a criminal case work spell that I will teach one day. But they're gonna have to pay for that spell. That's the spell that got me from not doing 25 years fed. And all I got was 10 years deferred. You don't get deferred on federal cases. I did. So anyway, they got to pay for that one. I will talk about the cow tongue and all day long. But this here, you got to pay for that one. But I did the spell work for the guy. He was looking at fed time as well for drugs. They even had a paragraph on him. And if for y'all who don't know what paragraphs mean, that mean when they build up cases on you. So they had been sitting across the street filming people coming in and out of their house getting served. His uncle was doing the serving. His uncle turned state on him. So he was pretty much fucked. So he come to me. And I did the beef tongue, and I also did that spell to get me out of trouble. Like I said, that beef tongue and the other stuff that I get you to do, that's like $1,000, $1,200. If I do this here, that's like $2,000. Total different type of work. You understand what I'm saying? Total different. So we do the work, and I tell him that after this is over with, I'm going to freeze all of it. But he has to come within a week to get it, and he has to go with me to a crossroads so we can bury it and feed it forever, so he can stay done, so he can stay gone. It can be dead. He can choose a crossroads or he can choose a cemetery, whichever one. It's okay. Friday, he got 2.5 years probation. That's all the fuck I got.
Is this the case you were working on the other day?
No, this is something else.
Oh, okay.
The case I'm working on now is murder. I'm working on a capital murder case. Actually, I have 2 murder cases. But one of them is a capital murder case. So anyway, he went to the court Friday. That Friday, they gave him 7 years. He said, I don't want that. I said, go back and tell me you don't want it. He said, they're going to look at me like I'm crazy. I said, I told you 5 years or less probation. I saw it. He went back and he thought he was only the 5 years. They gave him 2.5, but he had to turn himself in every weekend for 2.5 years. Sit in the county jail for 2.5 years. I don't think that's bad at all compared to that real ag time they was supposed to give you, and that's day for day. So anyway, he was like, I could do that. I ain't tripping on it. So I said, okay. I said, come on, and we got to get rid of. We gotta deaden it. Sunday come. Oh, my daughter got a car accident. What did I tell y'all? He went to the courthouse Friday. Sunday, my daughter got into a car accident. Monday, I don't know what happened. My truck is fucking up. Wednesday, man, I didn't start getting sick. I'm gonna come, Miss Dutch. I'm gonna come and do it, but I done got sick. I'm not feeling good. The next Friday, man, I'm in the hospital. I've been admitted. When you do work that is a spiritual debt, it must be completed. That man almost died. I went to the hospital and took one of his shirts, and I took his work and I buried it. Because had we not did that, it would have taken him out, and his daughters and everybody else that's around. The daughter was in a car accident. His stuff had started. Do you understand what I'm saying? And it happened fast. Stuff had started happening to him because he didn't complete it. I had this man's shirt. I said, I want you to spit all over the shirt. He was like, motherfucker, I'm trying to help you out. He did it. 2 days later, they was discharging him from the hospital. Then he had to go and feed that space where it was himself. This is not to be played with. It's not to be played with. So, does that answer fast?
So after I did
Yes, ma'am.
reversal and I get I went to find their crossroads because there's a lot of them here, dirt roads. How soon do you have to find that crossroads? Like,
as soon as possible. You want to bury it
the next day or?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
The sooner, the better.
Because if I do it at night here, it's like dark, and going to the crossroads here, it's like, there's no light.
And see the ancestors walking around. And
right.
Wait a minute, hold up, I wasn't trying to meet y'all like that. Yeah, I would do it as soon as possible, baby. And try to do it either sunrise or sunset. And they don't tell y'all that. But when you're disposing your work, always try to do it either sunrise or sunset. Doesn't matter what it is. And it is 3:33 my time. So that means we are done. We are complete. We are finished. This is good. Many blessings to you guys.
Thank you very much.
Take it for granted that you guys
really appreciate it.
And trust me, I will give you guys a date between now and Tuesday. On what day in September we're gonna have a part 2 and we're gonna finish. Okay. All right. I love you guys. Many blessings to you guys. I would love for you to give me a review in Infinite Energy, and also if you can go on to my MLD, the Google, like you Google MLD and leave a review. I would like for you to do that too, if it's not too much to ask. But definitely do a review in the group. I hope all this information help you guys to manifest so much better. I know it's going to change y'all spellcraft work. I know it's going to change it. It's going to change the game completely because I'm giving you old conjure stuff. So if you guys have any other questions, feel free to inbox me. It takes me like a day or so sometimes to answer my inbox because I get so many, but I'll definitely, give you what I can, or just write them down. And when we have our class again, the part 2 to this, we can discuss it then. So give me a minute to upload this because this is a long video, so it might take like an hour to upload. Then it may take another hour to upload to YouTube, but you will get the link today. All right. All right. Well, Ashe, God be with all of you guys and many blessings to you. I love you.
Thank you.
Have a good night.